All right. All right. What's up, YouTube? So, this is a pickup from the last live that I just did. I basically am, just kind of picking back up on this live. Okay. So this way, what I'm saying, we can do it on StreamYard. And I would like to hear from some of you guys. I want to hear the logic of, why you think I should, we should either, try to bail her out or not. Okay. And so I want to hear you guys' logic. I am going to drop the link. Okay. So I'm going to drop the link. So let me see. Let's see. Invite guests. Copy that. Okay. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right. So let's do this. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Okay. All right. And if any of the mods come on, if you could just kind of continuously post the link or whatever. Then what up, George? I gotta say what up to George Brewer, man. George Brewer man, he be that man he be buying me a drink and a beer every now and again, man, on the super chats and on the Cash App. I appreciate you, George. I definitely want to make sure that you know that, man. I definitely appreciate that. All right. So yeah, so what we was trying to figure out was, should we crowdfund to bail out Ileana, right? Should we go ahead and, everybody pitch in whatever they can, and we get it up to a certain amount. And the amount that it's going to take is roughly $1,100 to basically be able to bail her out. Okay. And so a lot of people on the last live was saying no, we shouldn't do it, this, that, and the third. And so that's where we was. But I also want to hear the reasoning that you guys are giving for why we shouldn't do it and everything else. Because me, I'm the type that's like, hey, look, jail sucks. Okay. Um, Most people may have like a moment here or there. But after that moment and you're back in whatever headspace, it sucks if you have to like stay in jail in a place like Rice Street is just not a good place. So, they're like our virtual family. I know that some of y'all feel ill towards Ileana right now, but family is family, right? Gonna be good, it's gonna be bad. It ain't all gonna be what you want it to be, you know what I'm saying? But the long and short of it is that I am dropping the links. Let me see. I think I got somebody back here. So let me see. Tevin is back here. Let me see what he's talking about. All right. What up? What up, Tevin?
Hey Marcus, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's Sunday. But yeah, I think
Awesome.
like to answer your question, I don't think it's a good idea to like get her out of jail. I know everybody talking about it's Christmas and the baby, but I feel like she need to sit there so she could actually learn, because if you keep running to her aid, what if something else happens? So what if, let's say we get her out and then she ends up killing Tone? What are we gonna do then? Or things get worse? She keep promising that she's gonna take her medication. She does, and you just blame it on mental illness, which I understand. But at some point, it can't be an excuse anymore. This is serious. You know what I mean?
No, I think you made a good point. As far as we don't want to like look back on it and be like, wait a minute, did we bail her out and then something worse happened and are we to
Right.
blame for that type deal? Like, like had she not gotten bailed out, that bad worst thing wouldn't have happened. I get that. So all right, well
Yeah.
look, I got a few folks on here, man. You got anything else that you wanted? That was a great comment. So I appreciate that.
No, I
Um,
just I just answered the question. I appreciate all your videos and everything you're doing. It gives us a look at what's going on out here. So, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. I know you probably got a lot of people trying to
well,
come up.
yeah, and stick around because I have an update on the Navy SEAL as well. All
Oh,
right,
cool.
so yep. So and I'm gonna want y'all's input on that as well. So all
All
right,
right.
well let
Yes,
me
sir.
drop you, but appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
All right. All right, we got Shira. Shira Saunders. What's going on, Shira?
Hello, Marcus. You said my name really perfect. That's nice. Um, do not bail her out. she has to eat. Like she gotta learn. Like, no, do not bail her out. What she did was ridiculous, and I do not believe he accidentally did that to himself. She did that. She knows she did. And just don't do that. She don't do that. Nobody gotta give that. No. Uh-uh. And that's all I wanted to say. Just don't do that.
Okay. I mean, okay, I get that. I get that. So, again, I think that the majority of people are kind of feeling that same way, but I just wanted to hear the different reasonings that people had. So, I appreciate your reasoning. And so let me let the next person jump up to the stage real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right. Faith, Faith Samrain, Faith Samrain, I believe is how you say this. Faith Samra, Faith
Hey,
Samrain.
hey, Mark. This fake.
Hey.
I'll be talking to you on Instagram too. That'd be me. Listen to me.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. In the Bible, that's nobody's perfect, right? You
Mm-hmm.
follow your heart. You follow your heart because you are chosen, and you follow your heart. And if God telling you to get her out, get her out. Because we all going, everybody going through a mental health. Everybody going through a problem now. Everybody have PTSD. You might well say how this world is. So why judge her? Give her a second chance. Come on, people.
Yeah, I
Be
mean, because
human.
yeah, I was about to say, I think that times like this in life are times when people get to either see that there are people that kind of care about them and love them, and hopefully that makes, that they see that and they intake that, and it kind of makes a change a little bit.
Hmm.
Because maybe they're operating from a place where they think nobody loves them, which we know that, Ileana's background would definitely predispose her to that
Hmm.
type of thinking, right? So
Right.
that's why I'm thinking, like, it's kind of a time to like show up. Like, these are the moments where if you, say that you're a family, if you say that you care about someone, that you show up for them in these moments. That's my
Right.
personal opinion. So I get that. I get that. So yeah, I mean, I'm
I want to
digging
show
what you're
you
saying.
something. I want to show
O-
you something, Marcus, and I've been
Okay.
wanting to show you, but I didn't have
Okay.
a friend. Look what I'm going to look. I'm gonna be honest. Now I'm not gonna show myself because I ain't got no Brazil on, so
It's about to say we don't want, we don't want nothing that YouTube is not gonna be
it might
feeling.
show me a little bit, but let me see. This is what. Okay, let me how I turn it around. Hold on, I got my hair. How I turn the camera, Marcus? Hold on.
It should be a camera looking thing with like a reverse direction looking thing on it.
No, I don't have it. I don't see
It
it.
doesn't have a camera that looks like it has like a reverse Uno type of signal on it type deal.
No, I'm on an iPad.
Hmm.
It usually do it. It usually. Well, I'm gonna try to do it this way. Hold on. Look what. Let me see. Look what the hurricane did. Look, this is my house.
Dang. The hurricane did that?
The tornado. I mean, my bad.
Ooh.
And look, in my bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, look, I don't want to get too much off topic.
We got. I know. I'm in. Well, I was. That's confirmation. I mean, no, everybody going through a problem right now. I'm stressed out about that. But, so give her a second chance, y'all. Y'all believe
Okay.
in God. Y'all give God say, don't hold no grudges in your heart. Your heart have to be pure. Now bless you,
Okay.
brother. I
No,
bless you.
no doubt. No doubt, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna let the next person come up, but I
All
appreciate
right.
your input. All right.
All right, brother. All right.
All right. All right. Who do we have here? Street interview. Well, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. What street interviews are you doing?
Huh?
I say, what street interviews are you doing?
I'm actually not doing any street interviews. There was a mishap on my behalf. I apologize.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
Um,
Well, how are you doing today? So,
um,
what's your input on this whole situation?
okay. I feel that. she should be able to get out of jail. You know, if I'm able to help, I help as well. Mental health is very serious. I don't feel like being in jail is going to help her. You know, if she's going to get help, then let's get help outside of jail. You know, so she'll be able to be reunited with her son, regardless if her and Tony is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel
Yeah,
like
no. Okay. Yeah, no doubt. I tend to, like I said, agree with that take, right? I'm the type that just, just feels like people can get second chances and things like that. So I agree with that. I agree with that. And I appreciate your input. All right. I'm gonna let the next person come up.
thank
But
you.
thank you for sharing your opinion, okay?
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
All right. No doubt, no doubt. All righty. So we have Serena Alamy.
Hey Marcus, I
How
really
you
think
doing?
I'm doing great. I always watch your videos and I always watch the young lady there. I believe she deserves a second chance. Not only was she already been through a lot. So if I can contribute what I can, I already went through this excuse me. I went through the jail systems and things like that. So I know exactly how she feels. So she may feel like she doesn't have nobody. So if I could, partner up with you and get her out of jail and get her some proper resources in the street of Atlanta, I'm willing to go that extra mile. I understand people in the comments saying don't bail her out, don't bail her out, but at the end of the day, I really think she deserves a second chance. And then bringing it back to me, if a person would have never gave me a second chance in Atlanta, I would have never made it this far in life. And so that's how I'm looking at it. So if I could partner up with you and get her resources and get her on a proper track of rehabilitating herself, getting back in mental health, going back to school, I'll do that extra mile. And I'll personally do it with my team standing behind me ready to aid her with some assistance.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, ultimately, right, even if most of the people disagree, which is perfectly fine, right? No one's opinion is invalid
Mm-hmm.
in this particular situation. So, if most of the people disagree, even if there's still 10% of the people that think that we should, then I think that we should still maybe just try to, see what funds we can get up. And, if we got 10 real generous people that put up $100 and that's 1,000, and I'll put up the other $100, and you know what I'm saying, we go get her out type deal. So,
Yeah,
but I do know that, like I say, moments like these, I just think that it's important to show love. Like, so one of the interviewees that a lot of y'all have latched onto, you really love his story, is ATV Vaughn,
hmm
right? And with ATV Vaughn, me and him were beefing at one point, like really in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And despite that, when he went to jail and he had a little situation going on, um, you know, he he reached out to me, and I could have been the same way, like, nah, man, you gotta sit, man, you gotta, like, we was beefing, and what I'm saying, like, you said this and you did this and all this other stuff. But I chose to forgive, which a lot of folks, and I get it, like I get the reasoning why she should stay in jail. But a lot of folks, especially that, want, they purport to have Christian values.
exactly.
But what would Jesus do in this situation, right? And
Yes,
so, with Vaughn, that ended up working out very well for me because um I showed him love where he hadn't been shown a lot of love at different points in his life. He didn't have a lot of people that he felt like he could rely on. Hence why he called me. And by showing him that I was someone that could extend grace, that could extend love, that he could rely on, he went from being an enemy to being one of my staunchest supporters. Like
Mhm.
some people don't know, like Vaughn will crash out. like like there have been times where Vaughn called me and he's like, do I need to be doing something about this or what? And I'm like, nah, just relax. It's all good, you know?
Okay.
Um, and so, the point of that story is just to say, like, hey, listen, sometimes it's a good thing to kind of get people out, to show love, and that kind of makes them like, be like on your team forever. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Yeah.
one of the people in life that actually showed them love in that moment when they needed it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go ahead and send you out a Gmail as soon as I get off of this live here. I'm gonna go ahead and donate. I don't have much right now. I'm gonna bring it up to the team. We're willing to put up $30 for right now, and we're gonna be trying to communicate with you back and forth, even though we have to fly out to Atlanta to meet you and her and try to get her and the baby back on track, or some housing and some what a support group. I really think it's time for her to, get a support group, get around a team of loving people to show her, okay, well, you got this. We may not be blood, we may not be related, but at the end of the day, I went through it, you could overcome it, we could get through it together. We could all build a team and get it done together, cuz she's one of the one that, I gravitate to her, and even though she sends cash out requests, but it's not no big deal of me, giving a few dollars when I can. And the baby is handsome, so if we could come together with you, underneath you, to give her some help, I'm willing to do it. I'm all in. And whatever the baby needs, I'm gonna send you out an email. And whatever the baby needs, and whatever we could try to do to give her some support, I'm all in.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot me the email. I'm gonna let some more folks come up and give their intake on the situation. But I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate your input. And shoot me the email, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it to you right now.
All righty.
All right.
All right. Have a good one. All right. So we got Timothy. What's going on, Timothy?
Ah man, blessed by the best, brother. Blessed by
Absolutely.
the best, man. Man, let me tell you something, Marcus. I appreciate you, brother, for what I mean, just for being a humble man, and you know, teaching the people the ropes, how to come up, man, from the bottom down, man. And you're doing a good job, bro, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Um, so I want to say just she needs a second chance, man. In life, man, she needs to like get a second chance so she could see her child and her husband, and that could come as one, and have a good Christmas together. I don't want to see her in that jail system in Christmas. Nobody don't want to be in jail system in Christmas. That's really, that's not a good place to be in Christmas. To celebrate Christmas in jail. Who want to do that? And I want her to have, what I'm saying, like to have that second chance to grow, to get over it. Because it's been people being in worse situations in her, and they got over it. So she got to learn to fight and stay strong, and do not worry about, don't worry about like when things feels bad with her. Don't worry about when things going, you know, not good for her. But she had to learn to face it and say, you know what, I'm gonna be strong with my husband, and my child. I'm not gonna give up on them. And I believe inside she's a fighter, but she got to overcome that. But she need that special help to help her to get over that hump. I think Marcus. I think if you check up on her more, because you're a good, see, you're a very good counselor. I think you could come over and counsel her more when she do get out, and hopefully stay on her about taking her medication. Make sure she take her medication every day. Make sure she's you know stay on her. Some people like that. Sometimes you got to stay on her. You got to kind of make sure she good. You
I
know,
think the problem, and I agree with you, right? Maybe I do need to tap in a little more with them. But
yeah,
I think that the problem is that she doesn't like how she feels when she takes the meds. She
right,
kind of feels like a little more zombied out and kind of stuff like that.
right,
And I don't know just the exact ins and outs of what her and Tone have going on as far as their arguments and everything else. I
right,
think to most people it was pretty obvious that Tone was kind of trying to cover for her
right,
when he was explaining what happened. But yeah, I mean, that's why I'm doing this live, right? Because I don't have all the answers. I
right,
don't purport myself to, right? I'm
right,
coming to get feedback from you guys who are tapped into the content, are familiar with the storyline, understand what's going on, and may have a different perspective than I do.
right,
So I certainly appreciate your perspective, man. I'm going to keep it moving for just the sake of the show because we still got to update everybody on the Navy SEAL and that whole situation.
right.
So I appreciate you, man, and I'm gonna I'm definitely, I think, gonna try to maybe tap in with her a little more after this. This was just a shocker, like she had never
Yeah,
been to jail, she'd never
right,
been anything like that. So this is like her
right,
first time experiencing jail,
right,
and it's happening over the holiday season, and so
right, right.
that's kind of the reason why I'm just like feeling a little bit bad and for her, and just kind of wanting to show her
Yeah,
some love because I know how it feels to be shown love.
yeah, yeah. I think, and another thing before I leave, I think a new start for her would be good. And I think 4 times a week, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, maybe they could see some marriage counselor. They could like find a good marriage counselor, or you could help them find a good marriage counselor to help them, to grow that marriage, so that marriage could be they could have an awesome marriage. So long as they seeking that counseling to help them get over that hump,
Okay.
help them out on that.
All right. Yeah. No. No doubt, man. No doubt. I agree. I agree, man. So I'm gonna take some more folks' opinions, like I said, man. But salute to you. I appreciate you, Timothy.
Good luck, bro. God bless, bro. God bless you, bro.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas too, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
All right. So we got Push Through Journey. Push Through Journey. What's going on?
Yeah, hi Marcus, man. I'm glad to see all the work that you're doing in the city in Atlanta, man. Really appreciate you. I say that we
Absolutely.
need to support this young lady, just like we support black men when they have hard times, they go through struggle, they make mistakes. We need to support her. We need to support her and do everything we can to get out of jail because she don't need to be in jail. She needs counseling, mental health treatment, and regarding Tone. I appreciate the fact he's sticking with his wife and his family. Black women sticks with us, and we need to stick with them too. So I appreciate that, and I think we all should just support them. And like I said, do what we can to get her out, especially with the holidays too. She's never been to jail, and she don't know nothing like that, and she doesn't need to be in jail. She does not need to be in jail. She needs treatment. She needs mental health treatment, and she needs to be with her family. So we really appreciate you allowing us the opportunity to share, and I'm sure a lot of us feel the same way that we need to support this couple and their child and their family. In
Yeah,
the way.
I think that oftentimes, a lot of folks that may feel one way, like, a way that they're like, no, no, no. And, a lot of times those folks are going to be really vocal and stuff like that. But, and, even when I first started this live in the chat, there was a lot of folks, everybody was saying no, basically. But I've had now several people come up and say, hey, I'd be willing to help. I think that we should actually help her out and everything else. So, and like I say, I tend to, rightly or wrongly, I tend to lean towards that. I tend to lean towards, giving people the benefit of a doubt, a second chance, all that type of stuff. So I think that we, as a community, maybe should. But again, I wanted to receive a lot of feedback before I decided one way or another. So, yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. I think I agree with your opinion.
Appreciate
And
it.
so, we're gonna see, man. Like, I think that are y'all good? All right. Well, I'm sorry. I wanted to come upstairs. My kids like run my place. Like,
Yeah, what you doing up there?
It's where they run my house, yo. All right. So anyway, I agree with that push through journey, man. So I'm gonna. You got anything else that you want to add to that?
Just let us know, man. We willing to support too, man.
Yeah,
Let us know.
I think that so again, if we do it tomorrow, the cost will be 1075. It's, virtually 1100 bucks. I got my 100. So if there's anybody else that wants to put into it, um, I guess what we should do is just. I wish there was more like an open way that we can do it. Like we could always do like a GoFundMe or something like that, but I think a more immediate way would be the Cash App.
Okay.
So, that's not my preference. I really don't like getting a lot of cash apps, for people, because ultimately when the accounting is done and everything, I'm going to have to pay the taxes on that. Okay. So it's
Okay.
not like, I'm a fan of getting a bunch of people to send cash apps to my Cash App. But in this particular instance, again, with Christmas being on Wednesday, I just think that it would be good to show love. When you
Yeah.
show love, it tends to come back to you. It really does. It just does. It's karma. It's universal law. But I agree with people that are also saying, because I watch a lot of these channels on YouTube that are like, Black Girl Unlost is one of them. There's like a few of them that they document these cases where, especially a lot of ladies end up getting, murdered too many chances, because they didn't adhere to the warning signs. So it's like I'm trying to find the balance between those two. It's like
Yeah.
you want to show love and everything, but you also, like some people said, don't want to be an enabler and be someone that is basically putting, other people in danger because, they're letting this person or enabling this person to be out when maybe they should not still be out. So I don't know. Like that's what I'm trying to find where I'm at with it. Yeah. So, but listen, I appreciate you. Let me go back inside. These kids ain't about to bully me. Hold on.
Okay. Appreciate you. God bless you.
Yes. Hey man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna let some more folks come up, but and then I'm gonna get to this Navy SEAL news as well. Because
Okay.
that's kind of I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. God bless you, brother.
All right, talk to you later. Yep. All right. What y'all say? Okay, well hold on now. You say this is your coat? This is not your coat. All right, you know what? That's not your coat, but it's not your coat. All right, see these kids? I'll see my kid. Who my kids doing? These kids. Anyway, okay. All right. Okay, y'all. All right. So, okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. For anybody that wants to help out, okay, anybody that wants to help out, I guess whatever you want to send to ATL Street Interviews, Cash App, the $ ATL Street Interviews. You can send it, but make sure that you put Iliana's name in the subject, okay? Because I also have people just sending little bits amount for Chris as well, okay? Because we're getting Chris a jogging outfit and some sneakers, and we almost have enough to do that. So we pretty much have that part, but we need to separate the two. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and what I'm saying, put Ileana in the subject line, and we'll see how much we can raise for that. And I guess we'll look to do it on tomorrow, as far as actually going to the bail bondsman and getting her out. I would prefer to do it in the morning, so that we could just kind of get it going like early in the day. But ain't one thing, it's the other. All right. So now, guys, let's get to this next piece of business. Okay. Let's get to this next piece of business. So So y'all know, if you haven't seen the interview with the veteran, right? It was a powerful interview. So powerful that I actually had to take the next day off, right? Um, and I was really feeling like, man, what can we do? And so we created a GoFundMe for him. And, I went out and I was on live and I found him, kind of did like a follow-up interview with him, right? And so, hey, I get it. Let me see. What did this person sent me 199. They say, Marcus excuses DV. Good to know. No, I don't excuse DV. It's a lot more nuanced than that. So if you want to simplify it to that, that's fine. But I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay. But yeah, so the whole thing with the Navy SEAL, right? So someone sent me an email, and the email basically had all this information. I'm gonna read the email off to you guys, okay? I don't want to miss this in any way. Okay. Uh he said, give me 1 second. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. 1 second. Where is this email? Okay, here it goes. All right. So this guy sent me this email. And it says the subject of it says stolen valor. Okay. And so the email basically said, "What's up, Marcus? I've been a long time watcher of your channel. When I saw the video, his demeanor did not sit well with me. I understand that he's a veteran, so am I. And one thing I hate is when someone is extra when they never walked a day in the shoes. You might want to inform Mr. Larry Booker about what the Stolen Valor Act is. What is the Stolen Valor Act? The Stolen Valor Act of 2013 makes it a crime to fraudulently claim military service or awards for the purpose of obtaining money, benefits, or other tangible rewards. Focuses on individuals who lie about receiving certain military honors to gain something of value." I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but the long and short of it is that at the end of this, he says, when he claims that title of SEAL, that is a red flag because Navy spec warfare takes care of its own. So what he's saying is that if he was actually a SEAL, there's no way that he would be out there like that, because like that's just a whole nother level. And SEALs, they don't play, they take care of their own. That's what he's saying, right? So, you know, and he says, there's no way I believe he was left out to dry. Below is a link to a guy, and I'm not going to say the guy's name. He is a retired senior chief SEAL who specializes in SEAL verification. I think you might want to contact him about Larry before any GoFundMe gets started, because the FBI will hammer that old man over lies. So the long and short of what he's saying is, hey, it was a great interview and everything else, but before you go to collecting money on his behalf in the under the the auspice of him basically being a Navy SEAL, check into it. Okay, check into it. And so I don't mean to seem like I'm hating or telling you how to run your channel, but I believe you want the truth, and we need to hold each other accountable to the words that we say. Too many of my brothers died wearing that trident that he didn't earn, so he shouldn't be able to profit from it. Okay. So, I got the email. It was at night when I got it. And, immediately I thought, like, Jesus Christ, like, what else? Like, I can't take anymore. Like, y'all got to understand, I'm also, kind of going back and forth to the hospital right now. They're recommending that my dad go to a nursing home, right? Which we're not really feeling that. We're trying to figure out how we can get a home health aide and whatever equipment and all the stuff that he may need into the house. So we're having to kind of figure that stuff out, you know what I'm saying, which is already a lot. And like I say, none of this stuff happened like gradually. It's kind of like just happening fast. And so I'm already dealing with those emotions and everything else. And then I get this email and I'm like, what else could be what? And so Yeah, the longest. Yeah, it was Don Shipley. Yep. Who said that? Who said that? Yeah. So I guess the Navy SEAL who specializes in SEAL verification, his name is Don Shipley. So yeah, you got that right. All right. So here's the deal, right? Um so the Don Shipley guy costs $20 to do the verification. You send the $20 to him, and then you send the guy's name and possible age range. He doesn't need like exact birth date or anything like that. And so, we had all that stuff because he showed us I guess you call it DD 214. He showed us the paperwork or whatever. So, okay, so I sent the $20 in, and he says it may take up to 24 hours, but he got back to me in about 4 or 5 hours. And so this is what the email said. All right. Are y'all with me? Y'all with me? Y'all put a one in the chat if you with me, man. I just want to make sure y'all here before I read off this email. Okay. Um, let's just make sure that we're here. All right. Okay, got you. I see all the ones. Okay. So this is what the email says. The email says, "Sir, I greatly appreciate your interest." Who the hell? All right, why is somebody trying to call me? I bet it's somebody's on the live. Um, don't try to call me during the live. Okay. Sir, I greatly appreciate your interest in upholding the honor of the U.S. Navy SEALs teams in your search for the truth. My efforts to expose SEAL imposters are performed as a service to the public and in honor of my fallen SEAL teammates. Men who truly earn. Are you kidding me right now? Stop. Whoever's trying to call me, like, don't make me block you. Don't do that. Um, and in honor of my fallen SEAL teammates, men who truly earned the right to the title U.S. Navy SEAL, but who are no longer able to stand forward in defense of their honor, their reputations, and their teams. If the name you provided is spelled correctly, I do not find a listing in the SEAL database. SEAL teams, and this is in parentheses, which the SEAL database consists of SEAL teams, underwater demolition teams, and predecessor units from 1943 to the present day. For anyone named Larry or Lawrence Eugene Booker Jr. Okay. I have also examined possible alternate spellings and names with similar pronunciations without finding any that appear to be applicable. Unless he has undertaken the unlikely action of a legal name change, an action for which there would be evidence in the form of court documentation, since his claimed participation in SEAL training and based upon the information you have provided, I can state conclusively that Larry or Lawrence Eugene Booker Jr. never completed SEAL training, and he is not now, nor was he ever a Navy SEAL or a Navy underwater demolition team member. Countless SEAL imposters show proof of their SEAL claims in the form of SEAL insignia, SEAL coins, SEAL award citations, and SEAL training graduation certificates, which are unfortunately all available online. Numerous others get SEAL tattoos, Photoshop their faces on SEAL pictures, and alter actual military discharge papers to show SEAL service. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's the long and short of it. Let's see. Many SEAL imposters, when confronted with the information I've provided, will resort to claiming that their records are sealed, burned, or their SEAL operations were classified as secret, and that there are no official records of them. But he says before any classified operations may be undertaken as a SEAL operator, a man must first successfully complete the basic underwater demolition / SEAL training program and then the follow-on secondary training program. The names of all those who successfully graduate from that training program sequence are compiled in the SEAL database. Later participation in classified operations has no impact on whether or not a person is listed as a graduate of the training program. There are records of every man who is qualified for the title of SEAL. There have been and will continue to be secret missions, but there are, and this is in caps, no secret SEALs. When discovering that a person was never a SEAL, many people would like to know what that person actually did in the military, or did he serve at all? For a Freedom of Information Act request of that person's military service, you should contact, and they got the email address here, and provide the necessary information: first and last name, a close age, current or past address, or city or town that person has lived in. A $20 donation to their network will cover the cost. Please inform this network that I have verified the SEAL claim when contacting them. Thank you again for your concern in this matter and for your assistance in upholding the honor of the U.S. Navy SEAL teams. If I can be of any further assistance to you in this matter, please contact me at your convenience. Respectfully, Don Shipley. Okay. So, what y'all think about that? I haven't been reading the comments. As Incognito just said, man, read some comments and answer some questions. Why don't y'all just come up? Let me drop the link. Okay, let me drop the link. Because I don't have time to scroll back up. Y'all are going pretty fast. We got almost 900 people in here. So yeah, let's Alamy, so how are we supposed to donate? As far as to Illiana, just send the Cash App to me or to ATL Street Interviews. So $ ATL Street Interviews, and make sure you put Illiana in the subject line. Okay. All right. So yeah, so let me see. We got a couple people. Okay, so the Alamy ladies back up, the Faith ladies back up. All right, so let me get y'all up here real quick, and let me do this. I think I dropped the link, but yeah, if Queen Spirit is still in here or any of my other mods, if you could repost the link for me, I would definitely appreciate that. Okay. It's several Atlanta Street Interview. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Okay, but let me get some folks up. All right, so I'm gonna go in order. Let me just make sure Serena. Okay, Serena, was you still from backstage, or did you want to say something new? Uh-oh. All right, Serena might be all right, so we'll remove her. Let's get Faith back up real quick. Hey Faith, how you doing?
I'm back, Marcus.
Okay.
You see, let me tell you, the military take care of them kind of people. And if you don't see documents, I can even look his name up. You don't see documents, that means he lied. And people like that, like, I really need help. I'm just saying, I know God gonna do it because that's what I believe in. But people like that gonna make you stop helping people.
Yeah, I was about to say, one of the things that I'm not gonna lie, I considered was like, man, this sucks because this was such a powerful interview, and I don't want people to start, not believing people when they give their testimonies, whatever it is. And
Right,
it could honestly just be as simple as, he fluffed his story. So in other
right,
words, everything that he said could mostly be true except for the fact of being a Navy SEAL. Okay.
right. It could be in
But
his mind.
when you lie about that, it makes people doubt everything else. Okay.
What?
And here's the
Exactly.
thing, to speak to your first point though, he actually showed us paperwork.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he showed us his DD 214. And it had his name on it, had this and that, it had honorable discharge. Okay, so let me drop real quick. I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna bring on this guy May Dubs because
Okay,
this was
okay.
the guy that actually sent me the email. So
Okay,
let me
get me
see.
off. I'm
Okay,
about
for
to.
sure, for
Okay.
sure. All right. So let me bring May Dubs up. All right, no private numbers. Guys, no, please don't try to call me during the live, okay? All right, just don't. I'm on live. All right, let's what up, May Dubs?
What's happening?
Everything good, man. Everything good. I just,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wanted
man.
to tap in with y'all on these things, man.
Yeah, man, I didn't want to make it too troublesome for you, bro. But when I saw that, because I served, bro, and I served with a bunch of EODs, explosive ordnance disposal. They don't play that shit, bro. I'm sorry, I don't cuss. They don't play that, bro. Like spec warfare takes care of its own. And I, like I said, long time I always watched them, bro. And even to this day, like I'll listen. And you got to remember, there's some people who I guess try to glorify what they did in the military and they put frying eggs, but they never touched the day of combat. And there's some people who did some heinous things and got put out. And that's why they really homeless because they went in there and did some stuff they shouldn't did. And when I was listening to this dude, I'm like, this dude, first of all, bro, no spec warfare will ever threaten you in that manner to the point where he was like, like, cause that's not the MO for him, bro. They going through too much where it's not on. And I'm just listening to him. And I was like, I didn't know if you knew, but I saw you was putting up a GoFundMe. So I was just like, hold on, let me help you, bro. Because he kept attaching that SEAL claim, bro. I'm like, the FBI is getting hammering. You see, since 2013, and I ain't want you involved in none of that for orchestrating it where they gonna bother you with the channel. So sometimes you gotta call a spade and look somebody in the eye and be like, tell the truth on it, bro. So I sent you the email. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have confronted it myself, but at the end of the day, it wasn't to cause no trouble. It just to keep you in the channel safe, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like, ultimately, I'm always on the side of the truth. And famously, even when it comes to me, okay, 2024, right, has been a year of exposure, a year of truth. And so, with this happening like that, and like I say, it being such a powerful interview that realistically could have been one of my, flagship interviews that I point to really kind of show people like, hey, this is what's going on. But that's not more important than the truth. Jesus Christ. If you're calling me right now from a private number, I'm not going to pick up. Please stop calling me. But yeah, so I'm very happy that you sent me the email. And if y'all know me, if anybody knows me, all right, if y'all are really my people, I'm going to confront this guy. All right.
I
And I'm
know.
going to do it on camera too. So be on the lookout for that because
I
I'm going to ask these questions like, hey, we looked this stuff up. But before I confront him, I'm gonna do the other half of what the guy was suggesting, which is to get the Freedom of Information Act
to
so
see
that
if he
we
even
can look him up,
served. Yeah,
right, see if he served at all, and then kind of go from there.
yeah.
So yeah, man, no doubt, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your input. I appreciate you watching, being a supporter, and I
Got you,
definitely
bro.
appreciate you putting us up on game because we don't want to be out here looking game goofy. And it was a powerful story, but if that part of it wasn't true, then it makes us doubt all of it. So
Exactly, bro. I appreciate
unfortunately,
you though, man. I
no
just
doubt, man.
I just want to come up and tell you personally, man, that I watch you, I appreciate you, and I got your best interests at heart, man. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm gonna keep supporting, bro. So just wanted you to know.
Big salute to you, man, for your service. And
Thank you
yeah, I
for the support,
appreciate you.
bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop you, man.
No problem.
All right, all right. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I do have a lot of brothers out here, man, that support me, that look out for me, that a lot of y'all I've never talked to, never sent email, never did any of that stuff, man. I want to shout y'all out. I want to shout out all my brothers and all my sisters. I got a lot of sisters out here, a lot of big sisters, a lot of little sisters, aunties, nieces, whatever part of the family you want to claim yourself to be. Man, big salute. I appreciate that, man. Y'all don't even know how much I appreciate it. This is a family here. This isn't a dictatorship, man. And family can get a little messy sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna laugh, sometimes you're gonna cry, sometimes we're gonna fight. Okay, but I really do appreciate the family atmosphere that we are fostering over here. And so I just wanted to take a second to say that. Now, with that being said, let me get Minnie up because she's been waiting. Or no, this is Missy. My bad, Missy. So let's get, well, it says Minnie Mouse. Okay, whatever. What's going on, Missy or Minnie?
Either one, it doesn't matter.
All righty. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. First of all, I want to say thank you for doing what you're doing. You does an
Absolutely.
amazing job. Really excellent.
Absolutely. I
The
received it. I
decision
appreciate it.
that you made, I love every decision that you made. But I want to talk about Ileana.
Okay.
We all are big fans of hers. We help her take care of her baby. We there for her husband. We there for her mental issues. And Eliana has to be here for us. We want her to get well. She brought a baby in this world. And if she don't change for nothing else, she should change for her son for the better. If she's prescribed medications, she should take it to be there for her family. Now, if we keep bailing her out of the situations, it's not going to get no better. She can never say that your fan base failed her. If she need an ear to listen to and all that, we're all on here. She got the biggest support system ever. She has no excuse not to level up. And I mean, you're just amazing with them. You just are amazing with the people that you help. If they don't have nobody else, they know they can go to you. We're the second foundation for her support. But now they have to give us something too. You gave us so much. I mean, so much. And sometimes the people that you're dealing with and the support that they got, a lot of us on the other side wish we had that. They are blessed to run across a person like you. They're blessed to have a fan base so big and that's rooting for them. But I notice a lot of them, we ain't receiving nothing. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, yeah, I
We're
definitely
there
understand
for them.
that. I think
And
that I think that to speak to some of that point, right, is I agree with you, right? There's a lot of people that may look and say, wow, man, if I could even get just a little bit of that help, that would be amazing, a little bit of the help that they get, that would be awesome. I will say this though, a lot of us haven't necessarily had the background that she has, right? And I'm not making excuses for her or anything else because there's a lot of people that watch my channel that do have that background and
right,
would appreciate the help. Like even a tenth of the help that they've gotten, they would be overly appreciative for it. So I'm not trying to discount anyone's experience. But the reason why they normally end up running into me is because their shit was all the way bad. So but no, I agree with and receive and understand everything that you're saying.
mm-hmm.
And I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with it. I think that things should definitely go on both sides. Anything in life is a give and take,
Yeah,
and so as
mhm.
as much as we want to help her and everything else, she's got to give us something to make us feel like our help is actually going to be worth it. It's going to result in positive results.
And that's what I'm
So yeah, no, I agree. So
saying. And I've
um
been in her shoes, and
yeah,
there was people there for me, and the ones that have lifted me up and have been when I was down. It's my gift to get them back, the best of me now. I'm at work now. I don't even have no business like on here, but that kind of touched my heart because I know both sides of it. I've been there, but the support that I had, I took advantage of it because I say God sent this blessing to me, and I'm gonna use it to my advantage. And I thank God for all the people that was in the back of me that put me to the top. And now they look at me, and you know what they say? I'm just so proud of you. I say, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be walking in the shoes that I'm walking in today. My mental health is so much better just from support.
there you go.
Sometimes that make you strong.
Listen,
The
what part
best
of
medicine
Baltimore are
in the
you
world.
from, by the way?
Huh?
Say, what part of Baltimore are you from?
How you know that?
Oh,
Baltimore,
come on.
Maryland.
You can't hide that Baltimore. You can't hide that.
You hit it on the nose. You
You
did.
know I'm traveled, so I know them chews and them Jews when I hear them.
Oh, okay. I can't stay on here long, but I want to say happy holiday to
Absolutely.
all your fans, ATL. I was
Shout it
wishing
out, man.
everybody Oh, I
Listen, I,
am.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna let I think it's Faith wants to come back up. I'm gonna let her come back
Okay.
up, but I appreciate your input, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, you have a good one, sweetie.
And you.
All right. All right, let's see. Faith. Faith, you the
Hey,
co-host
hey,
tonight. What's going on?
I'm the co-host. I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
That's
Look,
right.
I want you to focus. The Holy Spirit telling me, because I could see it in your face. I could see it in your heart that is burden of you love your father. It's time for you to focus on Marcus. You've been focusing on everybody else, trying to get help. It's time for you to focus just this little time, because God want to speak to you because you have the power. Oh my God, I can see it. You got the power to heal your father. Cause God didn't call you. You was chosen, Marcus. You was chosen. That's why people hate on you sometimes. They make fun because the light that I see shining on you. You was chosen.
I receive it. I
And I
receive it.
see, don't worry about the what you went through recently. Cause if you would know on go on your what that is, Instagram, I'm Sam I am. That's me. 75.
Okay,
I
Sam, I am. Okay.
That's me that I've been like, but I want you, the Holy Spirit telling me to tell you, it's time to focus on Marcus. And you have the equipment that your father can be healed. You hear what I'm saying? God said, I can do all things. He didn't say how, he said all things. Okay?
Absolutely. Listen, I'm here for it. I receive it. And I'm gonna ponder on that for sure because they're definitely one of the things that I've had to learn is a balance, right? It's
Mhm.
like you care for people's situations, but you don't want to care for them more than they do.
Right.
And ultimately, like that's why I made went live is to get input from a multitude of people because I don't make all the right decisions all the time. I'm not perfect. I don't have
You're not perfect.
or anything like that. So you know I just want to get feedback to understand what would be the best route here because there's good points on both sides. It's like show love, yes, but then also accountability, and you don't want to be an enabler. And so
Right.
it's like I'm just trying to figure it out. But I will say this. Um, for anybody that wants to help, I'm gonna allow for there to be a mechanism where they helps.
Right.
And I'm also gonna join in because that's just
That's
what
your.
I
I
do,
mean,
right? That's just
yeah.
my
You
nature.
hear from.
I'm
See,
I'm
people don't
gonna I'm
understand.
gonna
You
be
got a
one of the people that helps, right?
right. You got a personal relationship with God, and He said, "I didn't call Marcus. I chose him. He's one of my chosen vessels, and I'm gonna use him." So, all with just interviewing people, that's still you're doing God's work. You're sowing seeds because these people have things that they want to say, and nobody want to listen to them, but you listen to them.
Yeah. No, yeah, listen, you just hit the nail on the head. Many people, especially after the interview and after like they see me, like after they've been on YouTube and everything else, they see me the next time and they, pour out these emotions and they say exactly that. Like, man, I didn't realize how much I just wanted somebody to just listen to me
Right.
and that I could just talk to and tell a little bit of my story, a little bit about what I've been through. So yeah, no doubt. I appreciate it. I'm hearing is New Orleans, right? Is that what that is, or some other part of Louisiana?
Everybody, look, I mean, I am in Louisiana, but
Okay,
everybody
so it's
sounds
Louisiana,
like,
but not New Orleans. I figured.
close to LSU. Everybody say that. But I
Okay,
want you to
okay.
do that because things like it's like don't give up because it's like when you say you have to move. I see if you look at your thing, I told you that I said I see you moving, but don't worry about that because God has this home for you. Hello, somebody. Oh God, I see it. And my things, that's why people have to be careful how you treat people, chosen people, because God don't play behind us.
I'm gonna say less on that one. I don't even allow myself to even go any past that when it comes to that. Because like I
That's
say, I
why
I, I
nobody
let I
could
let
touch you.
God fight my battles,
He said,
I'm
"Do
protected.
touch not my anointing." and do
Mm-hmm.
my profit no harm. Man, you got profit gifts. So listen to your instant things tell you at first. So listen to what God's, use your gift. Don't let nobody tell you. I see this. People call me from all over the world. I charge free. Nothing. I don't do no cards, no tarot card. I'm born with this gift. And Marcus, you have the gift. You just keep on walking in your divine order and the stuff that I see God has for you. Oh, it's unbelievable. Keep on being you. And I
I'm
love
gonna
you, baby,
receive it.
forever.
I'm gonna receive it. I appreciate your input.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
my
I'm gonna
baby.
drop you and
All right.
definitely make sure you have a good one. All right.
You too.
All right. All right. All righty. Okay. So yeah. So I guess the conclusion of the whole Ileana thing is we're going to see how many people want to help out or whatever. And whatever amount of cash app money I have in ATL Street interviews that wasn't already there, because what was already there was for Chris. So I think I maybe had like $125 or so like that for Chris. So anything that goes above that, I'm gonna use for Ileana. If you want to be a part of that, you can just send the money to ATL Street Interviews on Cash App, and we'll make sure that if we raise enough and we go ahead and do it, then we'll do it. If we don't raise enough and we're not able to do it, then we'll just refund everybody's money. We'll just refund the money. Okay. So we're gonna at least give it an attempt, right? That way it's like, hey, if it's God's plan, if God is trying to use me to, crowd fund to get her out of jail and everything else, if that's what God wants, then that's what we'll do. But if God doesn't want that, then he won't make it happen. He'll make it so that it's not enough and only a few people sent a few dollars, and that's not going to be it. So we're just going to return the money. So we're going to just see. Like I don't try to be in control of these situations. I allow for how the situation plays out to dictate to me whether or not it's something we should do. I think that's always the best way. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, as far as the Ileana situation goes, and as far as the Navy SEAL goes, I'm gonna do the Freedom of Information Act. So I'm gonna pay that $20 to the POW network and see if I can, get some type of information as far as to if he did military service at all. And then when I have that information, I'm gonna go find him and I'm gonna confront him with some of these facts and see what his response is. And of course, you know me, I'm going to do it on camera. So there's not going to be any question about how it went down or anything like that. Right. So, all right. Um, let's see. So a lot of y'all are saying kind of pretty much like the same stuff that you were saying. Yeah, I mean, I pray that he's not lying about the rest of the stuff, especially the sexual assault that he talked about. That would be wild if because I didn't ask him about that. He volunteered this stuff. He walked up on me. I was, interviewing folks out there, and he was just kind of observing. And I want to say, even during one of the interviews, let me see, I think it was during I don't think it was during 8 Ball's interview. So it may be in one of the interviews I haven't posted yet. So that's another thing. I've been so busy and everything else. And, my brother invited me to the Falcons game today. So I went there, but I need to, you know, sit down, take a couple hours and edit a few videos that I, had that I need to get out to you guys. So I'm going to see if I can do that tonight. Be on the lookout for at least maybe one or two uploads tonight from this channel. But yeah, so what is the what'd you say get security? Some of these folks wild in the streets. Yeah, no, I know that. I definitely know that. So all right. So anyway, all right. So does anybody else want to okay, I think we got Khalil here. So let me see. Let me add Khalil to the stage. What's going on, Khalil?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you
very
doing, man?
high possibility that this game is
Everything's
already.
good, man. Everything good. What you out working, man?
Yeah, I'm out on the road, man. I'm aliens and robots in the chat, man. I remember I told you I saw you in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta as well. You know,
Okay.
yeah, I'm out on the road, man. I took, I had some good opportunities that popped up, so I capitalized on it for
Look, man. Shout out to all my over the road truck drivers, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
y'all. Y'all keep this country going.
Yeah,
Make
man.
no mistake about it.
Yeah, I want to say, man, the actual that brother that the Navy SEAL, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was down to Alabama when I heard that story, and it reminded me of another brother that was a Navy SEAL that was in Alabama that was kind of going through something similar, but the brothers is on his feet. But his story really touched me. The other brother story that you did, the brother that wanted to unalive his mother, that story touched me as well too, brother. So I love when you interview brothers, man. I really, because it's only gonna be us men that sharpen men.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm one of those who believe I'm not trying to bash women. I need to really be bash other men because it's only us that's gonna sharpen us. That's how I look
Absolutely.
at it. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed those, man. There was a sister that you interviewed. My wife and we helped her out, man. She was the one with she because we live out in I live out in Conyers in that
Okay.
area. So she was the one that I think her son is her brother or something like that, and it was one of those interviews, man, that you did, man. So whenever you do cash apps and those, my wife and I, we go take a look at it and we check them out, man. And hey, bro, I really appreciate them. Those stories really come, in handy for us to know and to be acknowledged.
Yep. Yeah. You're talking about one of my interviews from almost maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
The young lady where she moved in. She didn't meet her dad till she was 12, and
Yeah.
when she moved into his house because her mom had died, and so
Yeah.
when her mom died, she moved in with her dad at 12, and by 14, she was pregnant by the dad.
Yeah.
And her son, who her son thinks that's his sister, which it technically is, unfortunately, but it's also his mom.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true.
Yep. So yeah, that was a wild story. And you're right, she is based out in Conyers or whatever. So yeah, she's doing a lot better. I don't know if you saw the update or whatever, but
No,
you
I
know,
probably got to go back and check it out.
my videos be coming, so it's like you got to kind of scroll sometimes and to find it.
Okay.
But yeah, she did an update about maybe like a year ago.
Oh, that's
Maybe
what's
like
up.
a year ago, something like that. Yeah, she did an update, and so check that out. But yeah, man, no doubt, man. I've got an interview that's gonna drop tonight. That's with a young brother that I
Yeah.
think people are gonna like as well.
Okay, that's
A young fella, yeah, and so he's got it was a good interview. So and then just another kind of interview that was out there on Candler Road the other day. So,
okay.
anyway, I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Yeah, like that,
keep
and
doing what
I
you're doing.
appreciate you giving me the input as far as interviewing guys because the truth
Yeah,
is that um, the analytics will lead me to interview mostly just ladies.
and I understand that, and real quick, the other brother you interviewed actually this week, the tall brother,
Yeah,
I enjoyed his, that
he
was
had a good interview, right?
that was a good interview, bro. So,
That's what I thought, man.
yeah,
I
like
thought it was a great interview.
yeah. So man, I'm like, man, dude, I don't know. I'm one of those brothers that want to see brothers do well, bro. That's where I'm at, man. I'll leave it there, man. But thank you, bro.
Listen, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Definitely do your thing over the road, man, and tap in whenever you want, man. I appreciate you, brother.
yeah. All right, bro. Peace, bro.
All
Peace and
right.
blessings.
Yes,
Bro.
sir. All right. See what I'm saying, man? It be real good dudes, man. It be real good dudes that be like just pushing up, walking up on me, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I got a couple guys that I've met just out in the streets that tap in with me every now and again. Just to kind of make sure I'm good, make sure my mental health is good. Shout out to y'all, man. I ain't gonna say y'all's names and stuff like that, but shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are, man. And I really do appreciate that. All right. So this is probably somebody that's also watching the live. All right. Where do we donate exactly? No, I don't want to say nothing. Marcus is spiritual. Okay, this is okay. Is Faith and Serena. Okay, in the private chat. I was just looking at that. All righty. So what do y'all think about all this? Do I need to like I'm definitely gonna, say, hey, if you want to help out Iliana, just send a cash app to ATL Street Interviews. Again, if we can get a few people to put up a decent amount, then we could make it happen. If not, and if it falls short, you know, more than like $300 or so, then I'll just return everybody's money. Okay. And so that's the deal with Iliana. As far as the Navy SEAL, again, I'm gonna basically do the Freedom of Information Act to see what further information I can get. And then we just I'm gonna confront him and see what the real story is of what's going on, because I'm gonna tell you something, like his emotions were real. I can tell you that. His emotions were real. He wasn't faking the emotions. Now, whether the emotions were tied to the particulars of what he was saying, or whether they was tied to something else that's going on in his head, right? But the emotions was definitely real, 100%. So, and no, I'm not gonna get hurt. I'm not gonna get hurt. I told y'all, man, I'm protected, man. I'm protected. I really just I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way, but it is what it is. And it's good to feel this way because I don't move in trepidation. I don't move with a spirit of fear. If my gut or if my gut basically tells me to do something, I just do it. Okay. All right. So let's see. Who are y'all talking about? Y'all want to see again? Are y'all talking about the tall guy that he was just talking about? Because he was ready to do his follow-up interview as soon as we ended the interview. He was like, man, I think I'm ready to do a follow-up. I was like, brother, we just got done. Like, let's see. Let's see what the reaction is from the first one. And then we'll see if it warrants a follow-up. But, numbers be damned, right? Numbers be damned. I think I will follow up with him because he just seems like he's got a lot to get out. He seems like he's got a lot to get out. And so I think I will follow up with him. I've seen him a couple times since then. And just like everybody else, they get real cool with me afterwards. They're like, like we boys now, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. So so I'm gonna follow up with him and kind of get that for you guys. But yeah, like what do y'all think? Let's see what y'all are talking about here in the comments. Who's gonna put their name on the bail bonds paperwork to bail her out? I guess Tone. I think Tone should be the one to do that. Send your money to ATV Vaughn and his two babies. Absolutely, absolutely. We still Vaughn is always going to be an important friend of the channel. Okay, I'll see if the boxer wants to reach out to Marcus for an update. Yeah, because when I called the number that the boxer had, it was off. So he needs to take his medication like most of us. Okay. Okay. I've been trying to get in touch with you to get on your show, but you won't respond back. I emailed you, Tracy. Listen, I'm so sorry. I do get a lot of emails. And unfortunately, like if I get to responding to one and I get deep into it, I may forget that I had other ones. If you don't mind, I know that it's a lot to ask. Okay. I know it's a lot to ask, Tracy. But if you don't mind, please just send me another email and, put like last warning or something like that in the subject line. Last opportunity, last chance, something like that, right? And I'll certainly make sure that I respond to your email. Okay. I apologize for not responding. I really do. Okay. I think you should bail her out for the sake of the baby. And can you give more info on why you think she should give her baby for adoption to a random supportive sister? Yeah, I think y'all really ran with that in the comments too. So let me speak to that, right? I wasn't suggesting that they should do that. I was letting them know that someone had reached out and that opportunity existed. There's a difference. I wasn't suggesting anything. I wasn't saying you should do that. I was saying someone reached out to me and this is what their offer was. What's your response? Do you see the difference? Yeah. You see the difference in that? Okay. How do people join the live? It's Alamy. Weren't you already on the live? But basically just with the link. Okay. Let's see. We know he full of hurt, constructed way to be modeled by God, molded by God. Let's see. Zigzel Kozart, who is a longtime watcher, says, from a licensed mental health and substance abuse counselor, how deliberately choosing not to take medication that helps her, red flag for me. I get it, but I've heard from many people when they take these various medications that it just takes them out of there. It makes them feel like a zombie. It makes them feel like they're not themselves. And so I guess, that's the feeling that they're looking to avoid when it comes to taking their medication. Okay. If she stabbed him, they're not going to let him put his name on anything. Is that right? Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's see. God is not telling Marcus to get Illiana out of jail after stabbing Tone. All that blood speaks how dangerous Illiana is. Well, I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I tend to interpret messages, right? God's messages through, just kind of putting it out there and seeing if it flows on its own, right? If it's something to where I have to do too much to make something happen, I tend to not believe that was God's plan. But if I just, give an inch and then it goes 3 miles, well, that's God's plan. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I tend to feel about those things. I just got off watching the other live and I say, yes, let Tone's mom get the baby. Yeah, I think that'll probably be the best person. Like, most people agree that they don't want to see the baby in the system. Okay. And so, yeah, I mean, let's say Tone, hell, I want to trust him with my money. Bail that child out of jail. She will have to return to jail shortly. Don't waste money. Tone is the victim here, not her. You should go see her in lockup. Did you ever consider doing a docuseries on your top 2 interviewees? Now and then, just a thought. It's a good thought. Hey, Nene, he is very nice and need help and doing positively. Team Vaughn. Yeah, man. Shout out to ATV Vaughn, man, all day. Bent Pipe was king. Mark is dealing with family issues. Copper because we want to know. Usually the judge says they can't be around each other. I'm confused. Yeah, it may be that. It may be that. He cannot put his name on information for the bail bondsman. So what are we going to do now? I mean, if he can't put his name on it, I'll put my name on it. Like, I'll put my name on it. Okay. Like, what, is there any repercussions to that? Been a long time since I had to deal with, like, well, because when I bailed Vaughn out, I just went right up to the jail to do that. This is going through a bail bondsman. And so I don't know if I put my name on the paperwork and then she does something to get in trouble, am I going to be held liable in any type of way or anything like that? So I need to figure that out first. But they need to transfer Illiana to behavioral health. She needs extensive care. I think Tone should be the one to run. You so funny. Tone can't be around her. He can't get the baby. Y'all discussing this chat. Jail can scare someone not to go back. Okay, what's the email? AtlantaStreetInterviews@gmail.com. AtlantaStreetInterviews@gmail.com. But you said you emailed me already. You said you emailed me already. If you emailed me, you should already know the email. Abs, who is a guy that is, you know, well enough respected in what they call the street sector, says this is one of the rare occasions where I don't agree that the baby should be with Illiana. She's clearly unstable and needs immediate intervention. Yeah, I think that most people agree that the baby shouldn't be with her right away. And that's not really what the question is. More so, should we bail her out of jail? She's 19. This is her first time in jail. She did something that, we wasn't there. According to Tone, he says it was kind of an accident. Now, most of us don't necessarily believe that, okay? But it's still just one of those things where how much is jail gonna help right now? It's Rice Street is not a mental health hospital. Rice Street is the Fulton County Jail. And Fulton County is the main county where the city of Atlanta resides. Okay, Atlanta resides in DeKalb and Fulton County, but most of it is in Fulton County. And so all of the people that you see on my channel, out in the streets, if if I'm doing an interview, you hear people just shouting and having mental health episodes and all type of stuff like that. Those people end up at Fulton County Jail. Okay, so Fulton County Jail, aka what we know here in Atlanta as Rice Street. I used to think they were saying Wright Street all the time, but it's Rice Street. So yeah, Rice Street is like not a joke. It's not a place that anybody will go to be rehabilitated in any type of way. Okay. So that's not a good place to be. All right. Bonding her out is enabling her or bonding her out is enabling her and helping her get a lawyer and treatment is loving her. There's a difference. That's a nasty jail. Yep. The point about gender is a valid one. Yeah, have you noticed he ain't talked about the baby? Who, me? I just talked about the baby. The baby's in defects, and most people agree that that's not a good place for any baby to be. Okay, so let me see who said that. Is that this same person, the Rockwell lady, or yeah? So Rockwell Lions, and again, guys, feel free. Let me say this: feel free to hit the link. Okay, so let me post that because that way I don't have to read the comments and all that stuff. But feel free to hit the link, guys, because if you have an opposing opinion or if you're saying something like, how come he's not talking about the baby? Well, just come up here and say it, right? You don't have to just be in the comments with it. Say it and let's talk about it. Because I think that that's a fallacy. The whole point is about the baby. Yeah, we want to get Ilana out. And so, of course. But if Ileana's in jail and Tone can't get the baby, then where does that leave the baby? Right? Either in defects or like some people were suggesting, was suggesting Tone's mom. Okay, so what do you mean I haven't said anything about the baby? Let's see. Atlanta Avenue, Africa says just trying to get views still. You talking about me, Atlanta Avenue? I'll tell you what. Hit the link. All right. If you feel like you have something to say, and you especially if like what I ain't gonna say can't stand, but what I don't respect is cowards and people that can't say things to people's faces. It's really easy to type up a comment, do stuff like that. But just say it to me, right? Atlanta Avenues is saying, hey, he's trying to get views. Trying to get views how? I want to have a community meeting. And to be honest with you, I don't even think I hit the monetization button when I started this live, right? Because I was in such a rush to get back on it from the other live. So this live isn't even being monetized. So it doesn't really matter about views, okay? Let's see. All right. So, and I guess nobody wants to come up. Okay. Yeah, I get it. All right. So let's see. Someone says, let Ileana live with you. I bet you hide your knives. Copper, I don't think he wants to be honest, and I'm uncertain he could be a father on his own, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think that Tone may not, I don't know. He says that the lady called him to ask him how to feed him and stuff like that, but I don't know. Let's see. Cheryl says, Cheryl's a longtime supporter and watcher. She pretty much watches pretty much every video. All right. Puts a lot of prayers on videos, but don't get it twisted. Cheryl will talk shit too. Okay. Cheryl says Marcus supports Ileana primarily due to her light complexion and perceived attractiveness. If she resembled Tone, he likely wouldn't advocate on her behalf. That being said, Ileana would benefit. That's funny that you say that, Cheryl. Y'all don't like if I ever could have really just had like a real behind the scenes of Atlanta Street interviews, I promise you that would be so entertaining. So entertaining. I'm telling you would be entertained by my life because it really is like a movie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You be entertained in more ways than one. But I'm gonna tell you, um, the there's a young lady that has benefited from my generosity on this channel. And she is one of the darker skinned young ladies that has been on here. So I really find it funny when people think that I'm a colorist. Like, you obviously have not taken a look at my dating history, the mother of my kids, my parents, or anything else. But I'm a black coffee, no sugar, no cream type of guy. Now that doesn't mean that I don't like all women, you know what I'm saying, and in particular all black women. I love all black women. I love all the shades and colors that we come in. I love all my red bones all the way down to the dark, dark skin as they get, So Cheryl, as long as you've been watching and supporting me, I need you to know that about me. I'm not a colorist. I'm not the lightest right type of deal type of guy. That's not me. Okay. I love my dark skinned sisters. And again, take one look at the mother of my kids. That should tell you everything you need to know. All right. And I still think that despite me and her not working out, having a relationship romantically and all that stuff, I still think she's one of the baddest out here. And that's just my personal opinion. You may not agree with it, whatever. But I think the mother of my kids is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so yeah, that's crazy that, people would say that about me. All right. So let's see. Because I'm sure there's been a lot of comments since then. All right. Oh, Golden Signatures. What's up, Golden? Why you keep ignoring helping Josiah's get out? I'm not ignoring helping Josiah's get out. I saw those comments. Right now, Josiah's doesn't even have a bond or any way that he can get out. So, just to answer that question, Josiah's, which I talk about this all the time, but Josiah's is in I guess, what you would call kind of consider purgatory, where he's basically at a mental health facility, but he's in custody. So he's still in custody, but he's at a mental health facility. And the purpose of him being there is to assess whether or not he can legally stand trial from a competency standpoint. Okay, so it's not as easy as just paying a bail or anything like that and then getting him out. So that's the deal with Josiah. Okay, all right. Look like we got a couple people in the back. So, oh, y'all are done taking over my living room. Well, what are y'all doing? Y'all know I'm on live. Use my tomatoes. It's only 3 tomatoes. Y'all are really interrupting my live to ask this. Please help. All right, listen. Go use whatever you want in the kitchen, okay? I ran out of garlic. No, not right now. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, we'll go to the farmer's market later because I'll go to the farmer's market later. But yes, but thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm not angry, guys, but well, maybe because you're interrupting my live. Teenagers, y'all. You know what? Y'all are banned from my room now. You're banned. Bye. Love you. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. That was so unprofessional. All right, this is what it is, though. Teenagers. Okay, let's add Jennifer to the stage. Hey, what's going on, Jennifer? Jennifer, are you still there? Jennifer might have dipped out. Okay, no worries. Let's add Serena again. Hey, how you doing, Serena?
Hey Marcus, I had a quick question.
Okay.
Um, my question is, why don't you take this little her son to be your godson? It seems like he's accustomed to you already. It seems like he already knows you. So why not you take the step, you know what I mean? Take the step and open up your heart to be the godfather of the son. don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
what?
saying.
Well, listen, I'm perfectly, and was positioning myself for sure to be his goddad, right? So I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a problem with being his goddad. He's a great little fella. Me and him have a great chemistry every time I'm holding him or this, that, third. Man, we're good. And I told Ileana and Tone, like, hey, y'all take y'all a weekend, go have a little time to yourself, a little romantic getaway,
Yeah.
and I'll take Divine for the weekend, and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
go do all type of stuff. We're gonna paint the town red. All right. And so yeah, I don't mind doing that at all. So but it's just like at this point, right? It's
Yes.
like there's other things that need to be taken care of first. And that's kind of where we're at with it. It's like it's just the situation has just gotten bad. But I'll still, won't mind being his goddad at all. No
Yeah.
matter what kind of happens, like, at least he can have some type of you know, steady person that's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind that at all. I think that's a great suggestion.
And and a steady person, I did email you by the way, and a steady person to be in his life. I really think I'm not gonna talk too much because I don't want too much people to figure out who I really am. But if you take it to the court, it's about time. And then they're not, she's not fully there just yet. So instead of having the state raise the child, you already seen the baby from a newborn stage. You already seen the baby from now. I really think it's time for a mediation between you and them to, somebody has to be like, okay, don't put the child in the system. That's the worst place for the child.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a difference between like being like the god dad, which, that's what I'm willing to do,
Hmm.
versus like, taking the baby in, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Whereas I'll say this, it if I'm the god dad and push comes to shove, you know, I would be the type to figure something out. I would be the type to figure something out. Like we're gonna figure something out, but we're not gonna necessarily let the baby go to the system. Okay. But that being said, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily take on the responsibility of having the baby, but more like I say, get them on a weekend here, take them to go do this, go do that type of stuff. Just kind of be there for them generally throughout life. I have a godmother, and shout out to Janice. Janice is my godmother. She was my mom's line sister. They're AKA Skiwi. Shout out to my Skiwi Nation. So she was her line sister, whatever. And Janice was always just there when I needed her. Like she never had to do heavy lifting or anything like that. When I was 17, me and my dad got into a really bad fight over my brother, actually. And I was kicked out the house. And, of course, we live here in Atlanta. My godmother lives in New York. And so I had to basically, she had to take me in for the summertime. That summer, I was up there for like almost the whole summer, it was 8 weeks. Long story short, because I was up there, Janice, who is a nerd, she's like a real nerd. Like she's like smart as hell, really good job, all that stuff, right? So Janice bought me this book called The Princeton Review, and it was a SAT health book. And the long and short, I'm gonna get to the point. The long and short of it is that book raised my SAT score to the point to where I was able to get a full academic scholarship to Howard University. And so, godparents, the point that I'm making is that godparents are important. If I hadn't had that incident go down and me ended up being with her in New York, and of course, her being the nerd that she is, buying me that book that I, eventually got into, studied, and learned how to take the SAT a lot better and did a lot better on it, and therefore got a full scholarship, that changed my life. So, yeah, I would be willing to be that type of situation for Divine. A steady figure throughout his life that's going to kind of be there for him when he needs it.
Okay. Yeah, because she like I keep saying, she need they'll probably go to Job Corps, probably go somewhere that could, rehabilitate her. Cause jail is not an option. And these comments, I'm not gonna say nothing out the way, but these comments are just very nasty, and how they keep coming at you saying you're this, you that. I gain respect from you. Like after watching you and seeing you on live, I gain like a whole lot of respect for you. So I'm willing to help. So hopefully you'll reply back to my email I sent you just to get her out of the system.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me take a look real quick so I can just see it.
It came
Okay,
from
I got
Alligator
it.
oh 01. Yeah.
I got it. No, I see it right here. I'm willing to assist Ileana, right? That's the subject line.
Yes.
Okay, got you, got you. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Listen, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and every little bit helps. Again, for me, for my part, you know, if we can get it up to maybe like I say, $800. Hey, look, $800 would be like, all right, a lot of people have helped. Let me just pull it through the rest of the way, right? If we can get more than that, great. But if we can get it up to like at least $800, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll push it on through the rest of the way home, to get her out. So hey, let's just
Or
figure it out.
or even if we don't get her out, like just another suggestion, even if we don't come up with the proper funding, just to see when's the next court date and try to bring a strong team to advocate for her and say she needs this and that help. Because once the judge, I've been through it, so once the judge see you have a strong support system saying, okay, this is not what they need a rehabilitation, they need this, they need a program, probably the judge will have it on their heart, or she could get commissary, even if we don't bail her out, or we could come up with other solutions. I'm willing to work around that too. If we
Okay.
don't get her out, if we don't
Okay.
get her out,
Yeah, I
we need
mean,
a solution. We need a solid solution instead of people. Oh, don't get her out. I'm sure the people in the comments been through something in their lifetime, and now one person didn't give up on them, so why try to slam the door because the person refused help or talk mess or do it over and over. We must remember she's still young, she still has a life to grow, and she still has to see things for her own self to tighten up before the prison system get to her. That's how I'm looking at it at this point. I'm sorry.
no, no. I think that you're making extremely valid points. And I tend to agree with you. As far as like if we don't get to the amount, like I said, 800 is the number in my head. If we don't get up to that number, then I'll just send everybody's money back, and then whatever we want to refigure out as far as ways to help, then we'll go at it from that point. But I'm not gonna like keep anybody's money or anything like that
Yeah.
if we don't
Okay.
get up to the $800 basically.
Okay.
Okay. And so,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you made valid points. So I appreciate you coming up. And I'm gonna address some of those points you made right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So yeah, because like I get what y'all are saying, man. Like even like Cheryl saying, like though Cheryl is saying, what about Tone? A lot of people saying, what about Tone? What about Tone? Well, I mean, Tone wants her out. We checked on Tone, remember? Go look at the video. I asked, how are you doing? He said he's not doing the greatest because his situation went from one way to another, just like that. And I understand how that could be a little jarring. So, despite him being the one who lost a lot of blood and everything else, he obviously wants his wife out. So that's what's about Tone. Okay. Someone says if she stabbed you, would this be your response? Well, she didn't stab me. Again, like I just said, she stabbed Tone. And that is his response. He wants her out. So what do you have to say to that, adoption inquiries? Okay. Alice, who is also one of my longtime supporters, watchers, even though she talks a lot of junk in the comments. But Alice Angel, she is the quotation marks queen. So when Alice makes a comment, when she's emphasizing a word or words, because she always puts them in quotations. So Alice says Marcus has a hidden motive behind getting Ileana out of jail after seeing all that blood at this time. Well, tell me what's my hidden motive, okay? Because I don't want to spend this $300. I don't want to spend the $300. I'm just being honest. It's Christmas time. I don't want to spend this. I don't want to spend no more money than what I've spent. I'm pretty much done. I got to get this stuff for Chris, and then that's it. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to get anything else for Christmas. I got a lot going on with my dad and his situation. So no, like I don't. You tell me what you think. Let's see. Alice Angel says, Marcus, I have never been one of your supporters. Alice, I hate to be the one to bear the news to you, Alice. But if you're watching the content, believe it or not, you're a supporter, okay? If you watch the comment, you're a supporter. And especially if you have over 100 comments on my channel, which you you definitely do, that means you're a staunch supporter, okay? Because that's how everything gets pushed. Okay, so I appreciate you, Alice. And you can sit here and try to act like you don't love Marcus, okay? Like you don't rock with me, but you do, and I know this, okay? So you could cut the phoniness out, Alice. If I showed up at your front door right now, you probably wouldn't know what to say, you know. So I get it. I get it. Let's see. Q Lady D says, Marcus, you've gone from 100 to 300. Right. See, I'm too much of a people pleaser. Like, at first I was saying, you know what? If we get up to 1,000, I'll put in the last 100 and we'll be good. But, you know, everybody's acting like, you know, they don't want to do it, this, and that, and the third. So I guess I'm just trying to make it more attainable. So, because, you know, in my head, I would like to see her out of jail. And it's not so that I can get other interviews or anything like that. It's just because I've been to jail. I know how it feels. She's 19 years old. It's her first time in jail. It's a particularly bad and nasty jail. And so, you know, that's my perspective. Okay. That's my perspective. So, all right. CPS is going to find the baby's biological family. Marcus, you were lying on me. That's what Alice said. I'm not lying on you, Alice. You better ask somebody. Okay. Have you forgotten her old husband said she tried to hurt her own self? She does not need to be home. She needs psychological help. Why aren't you all going for that to get her chancellor? I think you mean counselor. Again, guys, she has she has all that stuff. You don't get meds and all that stuff without a counselor and, you know, a therapist or psychiatrist. You don't get to the point of getting meds unless you've already gone through that and have that in place. Okay, so that's really, you know, she has all that stuff. Y'all keep saying you need to get her counseling, get her counseling. She has all that. Okay, so what do you do now? What's your advice now? To just leave her in jail? Is that your advice? Let me know. What's up, Marcus? Hope you're having a good day. What up, Connie? Meanwhile, Tone, much like someone trapped in the cycle of domestic violence, continues to shield and protect her. Marcus, you're not famous. Laugh aloud. You be talking like you're famous, just joking. I'm not famous. I'm not famous. But to some people, you know, like whatever. I'm whatever. All right, because I ain't finna sit here. Trust me, I live in humility. Okay, I don't think I'm famous. I don't think I'm a big deal. But to some people, they feel differently. So you know, whatever. Um, so yeah, Marcus, that's why you make these videos, because you make moolah. Okay, Rockwell, if you say so. Alice says, chat, Marcus is lying on me. Look, Queen Spirit says, thanks for your support, Alice. Alice, you didn't know that? You didn't know that you were one of my supporters? Okay, I fuck with the content, my guy. I appreciate that, Stewie World TV. People got their own bills to pay in these crazy times. No doubt about that. That's why I say, like, I'm not asking y'all, like, to do it if you can't do it. I'm not like saying, hey guys, we really need to do this or anything like that. The point of this live was to actually bring this to the community square, right? Atlanta Street Interviews Town Square, and get the input of my supporters who also support Tone and Ileana, or well, whether you call yourself a supporter or not, you're tapped into the storyline. You understand what's going on. You know these folks, and you may have input as to whether or not I should or shouldn't, or we should or shouldn't help to basically bail her out of jail. That was the whole point of this live. And so don't take this as Marcus is trying to get you to, support her and she shouldn't be supported, all this stuff. Like, that's not what this is. This is to get y'all's input. And I've pretty much gotten it at this point. So that's why I decided, okay, let's crowdfund on ATL Street Interviews, the Cash App for ATL Street Interviews. Let's crowdfund on that. Make sure that you put Ileana in the subject line. And everything that everybody sends, as long as it gets up to $800, I'd be willing to put in the other 300 to push it across the finish line. So that's what this is about. I'm more concerned. Hell yeah says I'm more concerned about the baby. Ileana is not fit to raise a baby when she says she hears or feels nothing when she sleeps. Marcus, don't they both have mental illnesses? I think they said it once in the video interview before. Yeah, I think I thought that, but I think it's just Ileana that has the officially diagnosed mental illness. I think Tone has something going on. I don't know. Maybe he might, but whatever it is, I don't think he gets a check for it. Whereas Ileana gets a check every month for hers. So that's the difference. Maybe if it was different while she's in there, what happened with Vaughn and the babies, honestly, is going to be a wife. Well, you pay it all then, Marcus. Why? Let people like Letitia, right? Why are you here? Because you seem to be like only with the negativity. Why are you even here? Okay. And then what type of person like, well, pay it all, Marcus? Like, I don't make that much money on YouTube, guys. I do okay. I do well enough to pay my bills and take care of my people, take care of my family. But I don't do well enough to where I can just be like, $1,100. Let me just, here you go. Like, no. Like I say, I don't even want to spend the $300. I hope that it goes above 800 so I don't have to spend 300. Okay. But I'm just a person that, like I say, I'm just willing to help. So you want to hate that about me, then I don't even know why you're here. She does not need to get bonded out. Let's wait to see what the court says. Might not need that much. Marcus, you sometime enable these people. Hey, listen to Lucille. I will grant you that. Okay. That may be the case. That's why I'm bringing this to the town square. See, this is her first time in jail, so the judge will have grace. You, the gatekeeper, the pioneer of this. You steady growing. God has even bigger plans for you and your family. We love you, big dog. Funky Town Uncut. Big salute to you. I appreciate that. I receive all of those kind words. I appreciate it. Big time, for real. All right, I've been to jail too, and I learned. Donna, Marcus, do whatever you feel in your heart. No judgment on this one. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. That's why I was like, I know what I feel in my heart, but I think that I want to bring it to you guys so that I'm not just hearing myself, which I tend to be a people pleaser, right? So I'm not just like hearing myself thinking that that's my gut. Like, nah, let me bring it to people so they can level set me, make sure that my perspective is, a fair perspective and one that is rooted in good logic. So that's why I'm asking you guys, right? Jail will humble and teacher. Yo, Big Marco. What up, Midwest Struggle? Let's see, blah, blah, Marcus. She put herself in jail. Have Josiah's family reached out? No, they have not. Alice find something to play with. Alice is a big time supporter. Don't let Alice fool y'all. Marcus, you going to take Chris out for drinks for his birthday? I don't know. I was thinking about that, but I was thinking like, will that be a good look to take a crack, essentially a crackhead? Sorry if that offends anybody. But to take a crack addicted person out for drinks, I don't know. I took Bridget out for drinks. I didn't really take her out for drinks. I met her at the bar. She was already having drinks. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Should I take Chris out for drinks this birthday? Put a yes if you think yes. Put a Y if you think yes. Put an N if you think no. All right. And let's just scroll up because I know I'm way far behind because y'all are going crazy in these comments. Hushies on crack. No, Lucille. I was talking about Chris. Somebody said I should take Chris out on his birthday for drinks, which his birthday is basically Christmas. Why y'all ganging up on Alice just because y'all want to defend Marcus? Is not that serious. He can defend himself. Back off that girl. Y'all doing too much. Alice is not a girl. Alice is an older lady, or should I say a seasoned lady, okay? Alice is very seasoned. By the way, not for nothing. All right, this is completely off topic. This is completely off topic. Okay, so forgive me if I'm just throwing you guys a throwing you left when I talk about this. But man, the aunties have been all over your boy. And I don't know what it is, but something about J Rock and his last haircut. The last 48 hours have just been wild. Okay, when I tell you, I think my new lane is the 45 plus ladies. Okay, because they are all over your boy. All right, like I mean, ever since I got the haircut, the moment I walked out the shop, a lady was like all in my grill and basically made me get her number. So shout out to J Rock, man, because some little touch that he put on it, man. But they are on your boy, man. So that 45 plus crowd, boy, they with it. All right, so everybody's saying, most people are saying no as far as the Chris thing. Some people said yes, but most people said no. Yeah, I tend to lean no when it comes to that. Um, you say, bro, we know you're 50, laugh out loud. That's so crazy. You know, I'm glad that I don't have low self-esteem, man, because y'all would send me to the mental health hospital. Okay. Y'all would send me to the mental health hospital. All right. Let's see. The aunties is where it's at. The haircut is really nice. I appreciate that, MGO. Any word on the guy from Chicago that wanted to out his bro? Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, I haven't done an update with him maybe in about 5 or 6 months, but last time we talked to him, he's doing fine, man. He's, just, scroll up maybe about 5 or 6 months ago on the videos and you should see him there. Marcus gets temporary custody as the guardian only if Ilana agrees to go straight to a mental institution for at least 30 days. If she doesn't agree, then the cycle most likely repeat. Again, I have so much going on, guys. Like if I was just me and everything was all good with me and I was just, not a dad and not this, not that, maybe I would consider that. But like, or if my kids was like grown, you know what I'm saying, out the house and all that stuff. My kids we're in the meat and potatoes of parenting. We're in the 13 and 15-year-olds. So, I got to make sure that I'm staying vigilant, make sure I'm being everything I need to be for them. And so, because, taking on a baby is a lot. So, yeah, love, look, love baby divine. Okay. But that's a lot. Like a baby is a lot. I know I've had 2 of them. Okay. I wouldn't take him out to get high. Chris is not around your age. Take him to a gaming spot, a sugar factory. Listen, he loves sugar, so he would love like I'm gonna bring him a cake anyway. I'm gonna bring him like a little cupcake or like a little mini cake or something. So he's gonna have the sweets anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Marcus, you're lying again. I'm 26 years old. Do the research. Facts. Alice, if you're 26 years old in real life, you got some old lady ways about you. You are an old soul if that's the case, okay? But you'd have to prove it to me. I don't believe that you're 26. So, yeah. Let Tone go get her. If he worked, he would have money. I mean, not for nothing, right? But that's just a big old fact. That's a big old fact. Like here we are trying to put up our hard-earned money to help his wife get out of jail, but he really doesn't have anything to contribute because he doesn't work. And I've been telling him for how long now, dude, you got to work. What are you doing? Like, even if you quote unquote, whatever street activity that you got going on, it obviously isn't doing well enough. So, you need to work. And then if you want to do your street activity, do that on the side. But Tone definitely needs to get a job. I agree with that. So yeah, I want to see Chris taken to a Golden Corral buffet. Oh my goodness. Now that would be good content. Who said that? Zigzell. Zigzell Cozart said Margaret. Oh no. He didn't say that. Who said that? Dang it. I just Listen to Lucille says Marcus don't like women over 25. Look how he tried to read me last time. Hey, listen, Marcus is an ever-shifting, ever-evolving creature, as we all should be. So, don't put nothing on me. But listen, Lucille, you proved yourself to be argumentative. Okay? Argumentative. And I would love to see what you look like. Come hit the link. Matter of fact, let me drop it. Let me drop the link real quick, okay? Hit the link, listen to Lucille. Don't be scared. Hit the link. Oh, wait, I ain't got it in here. Hold on real quick. Let me click that link. Yeah, hit the link, listen to Lucille. Because I would love to have discussion with you where it's not just comments. Okay. So hit the link if you really about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me let's see. Let's see. Marcus is 43 people. Oh Lord. Thank you. He's only 41. Wow. Yeah, I'm only 41, guys. Like, listen, I don't know what y'all looking at, but most people in person tell me I look my age. I just have the gray beard. So if you're like looking from afar, or if I have a hat on, you can't see like my black hair, stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. You may look and be like, oh, look at that 50-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And to that, here's my response. Okay. But in person, most people tell me I look my age. You know what I'm saying? I look about 40. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever. Y'all love to y'all love to get on me about that. Let's see. You my age? Yeah, man. I'm 41 years old. You seen the sport Ilana show? No support for Tone or less. Seems as he was the one who almost lost his life. How can you possibly say that? Tone is the one that wants me to get Ilana out. Tone is the reason why I'm having this live. He's the one that texted me at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning this morning with the information that she had been processed and this is where her bail is. So I don't see how you can say that, Kathy Harris. You have nice teeth. Thank you, Brianna. Chris will run him out of business if he goes to go to Corral and get that chicken. Chris. Look, I might have to do that. I wonder if Golden Corral's open on Christmas. I wonder. I don't think it is. I might have to take him to Golden Corral. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is such a good idea. All right. What's the oldest woman you dated, Marcus? Dated is different. So like there's levels to this, right? I've been out on a date with a lady that was, I think she was 53. Okay. So I've been out on a date with a lady that was 53. You know, relations, like I've had relations with older ladies since I was a young man. You know, my very first apartment, that was off Glenwood. Shout out to Glenwood on the east side. You already know. But my first apartment, a lady, I was 21. A lady that lived upstairs from me, she was 52. But she was, you know, slim, thick, and you know, all that stuff or whatever. She used to always like stomp on my ceiling about like my music and stuff like that. So one day I went up there like, why do you keep stomping on my ceiling and calling the rent office on me and stuff like that? And turns out she just had a big old crush on me the whole time. And I can't go into detail about some of that stuff, but I got to tell you, I learned a lot dealing with her. A lot. And she used to love her some Marcus, boy. And anytime I would have like, she would like be spying on me. And anytime I would have like young ladies come over and stuff like that, she would always like stomp on the ceiling and just do little stuff to like to fuck with me. Oh Lord, shout out to Miss Deborah, man. Shout out to you, Miss Deborah. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me just scroll up because I know I'm down. You laid it down. Listen, laid it down ain't the word. All right. You got to understand, I was 21. You feel me? Like, if you know, you know. Okay. And, you know, hey, I'm, you know, I've got decent genetics. Let's just say that. Okay. I've got decent genetics. You say laughing loud, why someone bring up his height? Listen, they love my height. I don't know why y'all be trying to flex on me online, man. Like I get nothing but love in person. Oh, you want details, huh? Queen Spirit. If you don't link up with me before the end of this year, we got smoke. We got smoke. We got smoke for real. Queen Spirit, we was supposed to link up at least 6 months ago. If you don't link up for me, if you don't link up with me by December 31st, smoke, nothing but smoke. Let's see. Sugar Cone says, You too short for me. I need a tall man. I mean, listen, to each their own, man. I don't begrudge anybody for what preferences they have. I do, however, if I'm speaking realistically, right? If I'm really being honest, I'll say this. I judge women that judge men based on their height. In other words, to me, like that lowers your value in my eyes because it kind of shows how I guess how you lack wisdom, right? You lack wisdom. Um Preferences, I get that. But when it comes to preferences of things like, height, like a person's height, man or woman, right? That's not something that they can really control. And it doesn't speak to their character or anything like that, right? And so ultimately what you have is a person that's making a mating decision, which is, now if we're just talking about sex and stuff, that's one thing. Hey, you got your preferences, stick by 'em. But if we're talking about actual like dating someone and like being in a relationship with someone, sharing your life with someone, that's one of the most important decisions that you're gonna make. And to me, this is just my personal opinion. You can not agree or whatever, but to me, if you're gonna make that kind of decision based on factors such as height, that's just silly. I know too many tall guys that are just not it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I think that's silly. You know what I'm saying? But, it's each their own. Like I say, I mean, I've been short my whole life. So, but like I say, one of the good things about being short for me, I've got good genetics. And believe it or not, believe it or not, women tend to fall in love with me quick because they, they already, I guess, like, are, kind of, let's just say being easy about the height, right? They're being easy about the height. I don't want to use the word like settling or nothing like that, right? But let's say that they've already kind of they're cool with the height or whatever. But then when the dude gets done, they tend to see me as that 6'6" guy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And they, they fall in love. They fall in love, man. A lot of women fall in love with me very quick. I ain't even I'm just telling y'all the truth. Okay. No, Marcus says Chef Ajala says, no, Marcus, everyone has their own preference. Would you date a fat woman or ugly woman? So ugly is, objective, right? What's ugly to me may not be ugly to you. So that's not really a fair comparison. And a fat woman is not the same as a short man. A fat woman has some level of control over her weight, over her body shape, over her body size. She can change that through diet and exercise, right? You can't change your height. Now, shout out to the short king that did do the height surgery. Okay. If you don't know, there was a guy that was like, I think it was pretty much my height, like 5'5". He says 5'6", he was like 5'5", right? He says 5'6", which, I put that on my ID as well. But he was a short guy like me, right? And he did the height surgery where they break your legs and they insert these things that are gonna eventually like stretch your bones out. And so he was able to gain 6 inches, and so now he's 6 feet tall. And they just recently did a follow-up with him because he did this last year. And they did a follow-up with him to see like what his life is like. Now that it's a year later, what he walks like, can he exercise? Can he run? Can he do this? Can he do that? What's his dating experiences like? So if y'all haven't like seen that, tap in with that. It's very interesting. Um, it's funny because I think it'll be like a lot of short guys that would get that surgery, but I also think it'll be a lot of guys that are like 6 feet, 6'1", 5'11", right? Getting surgery so they could be like 6'6", 6'7". We're gonna have a bunch of like 7'2" guys walking around. It's like guys that were 6'6" still did the surgery. Yeah, that's wild, man. That's wild. Oh Lord. Look, Trey Jones Jr. says, once you lay the pipe, they forget you're short. You better know it, man. You better know it, man. That's the game changer right there. Like at the end of the day, man, if you could put it down, don't nobody care about no height. Let's see. Yikes. Back to the subject at hand, please. My bad. My bad, Raquel reality. My bad. Y'all know how we get on these lives. We'll get off subject. Will they definitely become obsessed by the fame before they let Marcus smash? Not like me, because I'm not obsessed. I'm just entertained by his antics. I know people with dwarfism who avoid those surgeries because they're so painful. I'm 5 feet, but I lied, say I'm 5'2" for Tanya. Oh, we were very off topic. We need to get back on track. Yeah, we need to get back on track. All right. Okay. Forever Fly says Tone want Ileana out because his rent is due next Wednesday. Ileana is the only one in that house with a guaranteed government check / fixed income. Huh. Forever Fly. I didn't even think about that point. Sharon, yes, you did miss the update on Navy SEAL. You're probably gonna have to go back and do a replay. Maybe just pick it up at about the hour mark, and you should be able to see that update on Navy SEAL. Hey, Mark, you should go and pop the balloon and find love with Arlette Amuli. I would never go on Arlette's show. And Arlette, I am so impressed with her and her husband. They are couples goals, YouTube goals. Arlette is just, man, she is like, she's the like what I would like. I don't know what her personally or what her personal life is like, but just based on what we can see from her, she's like the modern day what was Felicia Rashad's character on what was her whatever Huxtable. Why can't I fucking think of the name right now? Man, my mind is going haywire. What was Felicia Rashad's character? What was her name on the Bill Cosby show? Claire Huxtable, right? Arlette is, yes, Claire, right? Yeah, why can I think of that? Arlette is the new Claire Huxtable. She's the Claire Huxtable of our generation. She is to me, the definition of what a high value wife looks like. The definition. I mean, class, beauty. She is doing extremely well on YouTube. Extremely well. They're probably clocking 6 figures or more a month over there on Arlette's show. All right. Oh wait, hold on. Listen, Lucille says, "God damn it, read my comment with your talking ass." Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, Claire. Listen, Lucille, the contestants on that show are weird and out of touch with reality. Yeah, they're on Pop the Balloon. I would never put myself on that show. One, because the moment I walk out, all you're gonna hear poop, 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 poop. Like, see, y'all trying to set me up. Y'all are trying to set me up. Y'all want me to go on that show so that I can have a viral moment where the moment that I walk out, everybody's gonna pop and they're gonna go down the line. And it's gonna be like, so why did you pop your balloon? Well, he's very handsome, but just the height. Oh Lord. Y'all trying to get me messed up, man. I ain't listening to y'all no more, man. You say Leon says Claire was not the example of a wife. She was a rebellious attorney. Listen, Leon, because we could have a whole red pill discussion about that. And me and you on the same page with that. Yeah, I think that she was definitely she was what was the ladies' version of a picture perfect wife, but not necessarily the guys. Most of us guys wouldn't have necessarily wanted to be Cliff Huxtable. Cliff Huxtable. I sometimes I think Heathcliff because the cat. I don't know if y'all remember Heathcliff. Anyway, the neighbors were complaining all that blood everywhere. They'll probably be kicked out. No, they live in the hood. They probably not gonna be kicked out. Let's see, Marcus. You must stare in the mirror. Hell no, definitely don't. When I'm brushing my teeth, and just sometimes when I'm up in the morning, when I'm really trying to like just get in touch with my spirit, I look myself deep in the eyes. But no, I'm not one of those mirror type of guys, man. Let's see. I did read your comment. Listen, Lucille. I thought I read it. Start Pop the Balloon for your channel. Get the singles you interview and do it. I love me some Claire. Claire's who I wanted to be when I grew up. Cliff and Claire Huxtable. Yep. A corporate attorney at that. Yes, ma'am. Asked 5 times, no answer. Okay, I get it. It's a secret. Okay. Oh, okay. C-H or H. I imagine is how you would pronounce that. C-H. Ask me what's my body count. Why do you want to know my body count? You ask, is it over 50? Yes, it's over 50 for sure. Okay. My body count. I'm 41 years old. Like I had a body count of over 10 before I left high school. Of course it's over 50. Okay. Hey Marcus, what do you think about creating a GoFundMe for a friend with car problems? That's something you would be willing to promote. I tend to try to stay away from people send me emails and stuff all the time with the different things they have going on. And I can only do with so much. I thought about it for a second where I was like, maybe I should just just to keep it simple and easy, just put these emails on my community tab. That way, if someone does want to help them, they can. Because there's always angels roaming around, and all it takes is one person to make a big impact in someone's life. So I often think about that, should I just put those emails on the community tab? And if people want to reach out to them or anything like that, they can do it. What do y'all think about that idea? Put a C in the chat if you think I should put when people send me emails and different things about stuff they have going on and they want me to, put out their GoFundMe or put out their Cash App or some other way try to help them. Do you think I should put those emails directly on my community tab so that if people, did want to help, they have the opportunity to? Put a C in the chat if you guys do that. Liz Lucille says, I work in a knock, Marcus. I can come up but can't be on camera because I'm at work. That's no problem. Come on up. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera. All right. You need a talk show. Montel Williams Marcus. Listen to Lucille. Come on up with it. Come on up with it. All right. Would you ever dye your beard? I dyed my beard 1 time. No, it's not a bump in between my eyebrows. It's a mark. So it's not a bump. It's like a dark patch that appeared about 5 years ago in 2019. It appeared about 5 years ago in 2019, and I've been to numerous dermatologists to try to figure out what it is and get rid of it. And I've taken all type of creams and pills and all type of stuff. Sometimes it fades a little bit, but it never fully goes away. And I don't know what the hell this is. Some people say it's my third eye that must have came on board in 2019. So I don't know. Would I ever dye my beard? I did one time when I was like 34, 35, the worst decision I ever made in my life. I would never, ever do that again. Plus, the gray beard just has gravitas. That's what I've come to learn. The gray beard has, it emotes, the general, the captain, the leader. That's what the gray beard emotes. When I walk in the rooms, I look like a seasoned guy that you're not just going to be able to just get over on. And that's how I like to look. So I'm keeping the gray beard 100%. Okay. Let's see. Some people said, hell no, negative will fall back on you. Don't put on community page. How many interview groups? Listen, 50 women body count devalues while it values a man. Hey, listen, here's what it is. Let's see. No, because they can go straight to GoFundMe themselves. You can go and pop the balloon. The real one, get you a cougar. Bond is 125,000. She can be released for 10% of that. So yeah, I mean the bond I think is 10,000, and the 10% number is about 1,100. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what y'all are saying. Let's see. You know how many fraudsters are out there? Yeah, that's the other thing. Because I don't really know these people, right? At least at the very least, the people that I meet in the street, I'm having in-person conversations with them. But people that just send me, emails, that could just be scammers to just, they could send me 100 emails from a different 100 email addresses. Like, yeah, that's the reason why I kind of decided like, nah, I'm good. Stop with the gaslighting. Stop with the gaslighting of people in this chat. She needs to be held accountable for what she did. My beard is great. My beard is great sign of wisdom. Yes, embrace yourself. Yeah, I like the gray beard. You look like you got wisdom. The gray beard shows wisdom. Badge of honor is attractive to older women. Third eye is showing. Hey, listen, Queen Spirit, you better be showing up to our meetup. All right, don't forget about that. Let's see. My hubby has formed. What did it say? Bobby has formed a few silver strands in his beard now. He doesn't like it, but I think it looks grown and sexy. Yeah, good. You like a grown ass man. Why is dudes acting like females about the message not being read? Usually they take people who tried to kill themselves, psych hospital here in Texas. I wonder why they didn't take her there. Exactly, Marcus. Just repeat what you said until he sees it. It's a lot of messages, bro. Yeah. If I'm missing the messages, it's just a lot, guys. So, I'm sorry. I will never dye any of my grays and silvers. Never. There we go, Cherry Love, right? Hey, Marcus in chat. What up, Bobtail Trucking? My 20 years old son is 6'3", long dreads, and very handsome. Little ladies, man. Shout out to your son, man. Shout out to your son. He sounds like a cool guy. I have the same patch. I got mine 2021. I see other people with the same mark in the middle of our head. The government got us bugged. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell, man? You know who else has a mark like this, but his is like way bigger, is Shay. So Shay, aka Jeremiah, he also has a mark. That's kind of like that. I'm 40 with no gray hair, but my one and only kid just turned 1. Laugh aloud. So next year I'm expecting to look 50. Yeah, Elijah. Shout out to you for your 1-year-old. Your gray beard is very sexy. I thank you, Vera. Thank you very much for that. Y'all need to shut up in the comments. You a saint, Marcus. I appreciate that. ATL Street Angels. Hey, you already know where it basically just means I disagree with you. In this live right now. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You need to mind your own business trying to adopt them people kids. Ain't nobody trying to adopt nobody's kids. You must have just missed the conversation we just had. I ain't trying to adopt nobody's kid. I don't have room for that in my life. She needs some help, but also need to sit in there so she can understand what she did was very wrong. She has a child. Pretty Boy Jay, Lord Jesus. How many interviewees, is I'm sure what you mean, have you been with intimately? Why don't you take a guess? Okay, why don't you take a guess? Marcus Gray Beard. Marcus Beard is great, but his face is young. Thank you, Sincere. That's what most people tell me. See a dermatologist, maybe. You didn't hear me? I've seen 5, 6 dermatologists. None of them have been able to help. It's the skid mark of Buddha. Is this live now? Yeah, this is live now, Queen. George Brewer, man. What up, George? What up? We cannot predict what she will do when she gets out, but I can promise you this, that anybody up here, if they were to end up in jail, they will want you to help get them out. Yeah. See, it's always the people that are like the most, like George. So I believe he did on this super chat, I believe he super chatted on this one as well. But George super chats me almost every live, right? And also sends cash apps on the back end. He's a generous guy. It's always the generous people that feel like this, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the people that don't agree that we should help her are probably the ones that are not going to help anyway. Just to be honest, right? Let's just be honest. You wasn't going to put in one red penny, okay? So while I do want to hear the logic as to why you don't want to help, I don't agree with it per se. I agree with I agree with some parts of the logic, but the overall conclusion that you come to, I'm on the opposite side. I'm not even gonna say I don't agree. I'm gonna just say I'm on the opposite side. I think that we should help when we can, right? Because like everybody's saying, well, what if she does this or that when she gets out? Well, what if she doesn't? What if she realizes her mistake? What if she chills out and starts to realize that she really needs to take her meds and realize that she really could have lost her baby from this incident and that she needs to chill out, right? So I get the point that y'all are making, but I don't know. The generous people tend to want to help. I'll just say that. Okay. See, there you go. As soon as I said it, talked him right up. George with the 1999 super chat. Man, listen, man. Big shout out to George Brewer, man. I appreciate that 20 ball, basically, man. I definitely appreciate that. All right. What do your kids think? What do you think your kids would say or feel if you seriously started dating again? My kids, did you just? Well, I didn't have the camera on them, but y'all didn't see when they was just in my room. Um, my kids hate the fact that I date, you know, do what I do, any of that stuff. They hate it all. Okay. Um, if I'm being honest, right, and they wouldn't probably admit this, but I know for a fact that like my kids in their heart of heart, if I could peel open their brain and really kind of see their thought, I'm almost sure that the reality is they probably just want their parents to be back together. If we're being honest, right? If we're being honest, okay. So, but they also know and understand that it's probably not gonna ever happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get along in that way. Like we're fine to co-parent, but we don't get along in that way. And so, that's one of the things that I feel bad for my kids because I grew up in a two-parent household and my parents used to argue and stuff like that, but um I still held a tremendous amount of pride for the fact that my parents were together, they stayed together, they've been together since they was pretty much mid-20s, and are still together to this day, despite all of the various ups and downs that they've gone through in their relationship. So, I was hoping that I would be able to give my kids, a similar, upbringing, but just without all the arguing and stuff. And I wasn't able to. That's one of my biggest, what I consider failures in life up to this point in my life. Right. Because I know in their heart of hearts, that's what they really want. And even though that's something that they really want, it's not something that I can give them. So I feel like a failure for that. So I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but that's what it is. All right, let's read some of the comments. Yes, I can see them give the lady trouble. Cheryl says that's because you date 304s. Cheryl, people project when they make comments, they project. Okay. Whatever is going on in your brain or your head or whatever. Because the truth is you don't know who I date. It's so funny because I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram when I did this thing with this comedian or whatever who does like this ugly docu-series. He walks up to people asking them what is their experience like in Atlanta being ugly. And so I was on his platform. Go check him out. His name is Hilarious Marcus. So yes, his name is Marcus. It's not me, okay? But I was on his platform and I had on this jogging suit. Let me see. I think I got it right here. I'll show y'all. All right. I got on this little jogging suit. Okay. Let me see. Show y'all this little jogging suit real quick. Okay. All right. So give me a second. My bed is not made. Okay. So don't talk ish. But I know that's what y'all love to do. And I'm not going to make it real quick just to impress y'all. All right. Running late to the Falcons game earlier. So my brother pretty much woke me up out the bed with that because I was up late last night. So he called me. I had to get up, take a shower, and get on up out of here. All right. So I could make it to the game. And we whoop New York's ass. All right. If you a Giants fan, take that. Take that. Take that. No Diddy. All right. But anyway, let me show y'all. So this is a fire little fit, right? So hold on. Let me turn my camera. Let me make sure I could do that on here. Can I do that on here? Yeah, I think I can. Nope. Hold on. Did I turn my camera? Oh shit. All right. All right. Don't worry about it. I'll just turn this way. Okay. All right. So you see the little fit? You see that? Little BMW motorsport fit. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool little fit. All right. It's a cool little fit. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this fit is because one of the ladies that worked out in the gym, we was going to KD this summer. Shout out to KD, by the way, man. One of the ladies that worked out in the gym bought me that outfit. Okay, she bought me that outfit, and we used to just flirt a little bit back and forth or whatnot. And she was always in there during the time when me and the kids was in there. So she got to know the kids and everything. She's like very successful in life. Let's just say that. She works at a hospital. She drives a super nice car. She's essentially a millionaire. Okay. She's essentially a millionaire. Not only is she doing well in life, got a big house and all that stuff. Not only is she doing well in life, her kid is, she's got one kid, the kid is grown, and she's mid 40s. I'm not gonna say her exact age, but she's mid 40s and extremely attractive. When I tell you she has the body of any stripper at any club that you will find. She's extremely attractive. Big old booty, tight waist, nice breasts that still sit up, pretty face. Okay, I know Cheryl thinks I'm a colorist, but she actually is light skinned, right? She's light skinned, she sexy, she got it going on, all that stuff, right? And I don't like to be like flirty or whatever in the gym or whatnot, because that's like where I go to build myself. I'm not trying to like hook up in the gym, but we've been working out with each other for so long that eventually we got to being a little flirty and this and that and all that type of stuff. And so um like I say, she met the kids, like not just met the kids, but like she, was there when the kids was working out. Like they developed a somewhat of a bond, right? Like they all that stuff. And so even that lady who my kids could see was doing well, was pretty, like obviously had money, was really like just nice to them, and used to like bring them little stuff, little gifts every now and again, stuff like that. Just a really cool lady, right? But the fact that she used to be flirty with me, and especially when she bought me this outfit, because she just bought it out of nowhere. It wasn't like for my birthday or anything like that. Every now and again we used to like just give each other little stuff, just little stuff though. It wouldn't be like outfit and stuff like that. So she bought me this outfit, and it was just for no reason, right? But it was nice, and I was like, thank you. And even her, my kids did not want me to date her. Like, started to like my kids are like super sweet, so they were gonna be sweet in front of her face regardless. But like they would like be making little comments and little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like after she gave me the outfit, right? Like so that's the long answer to my kids. No, they won't be happy with me dating almost anybody. Now, that being said, I'm the man, I'm the king of the castle. So whatever I do, my kids are just gonna have to get in line and deal with it because they're kids and I'm the adult, right? But to answer your question, no, they are not, they don't be feeling it, okay? They don't be feeling it. And so let's see. Yeah, they want their daddy all to themselves. All right, so what y'all are here talking about? Because someone said y'all were trolling in the comments. Oh, what does this have to do with her saying you date 304s? Well, because she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Um, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. You don't know who I date. So it's just silly for y'all to speculate in that way. But I get it. I get it. Vitiligo Goddess says, we love you, Marcus. Man, shout out to you. You're a long time supporter, man. I just wanted to, call you out, shout you out real quick. Let's see. How's her mind though? Something wrong if she got all that and single? No, she's actually she is about 2 or 3 years removed from being divorced to a very rich doctor. I'll just say that. And so she's about, I don't know whether it's 2 or 3 years, but yeah, she's basically she was recently divorced, and so no, she's a great catch, an absolute great catch. She's overqualified. Listen to Lucille. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Okay? No, she's not. Actually, she's right in my wheelhouse. Right in my wheelhouse. I'm a fairly intelligent guy who has different things going on, different little motion, and I'm not bad looking. Clearly a great dad, which she was able to see, you know, not just me bringing the kids to the gym, but our interactions and everything else. These are things that are attractive qualities to women who, can find attractive guys and can find guys that have this and have money and stuff like that. But, you know, women want these masculine man qualities from guys. And so, the kind of aura that I walk into the room with, like I say, the fact that I have, just like the confidence that I have, is what a lot of these women that you guys would consider, you know, on a certain level, that's what they're attracted to, right? So, you know, I hear you. Listen to Lucille, but and again, you show yourself all the time with comments like that. To be honest with you, a little flirty, laugh out loud. Not a single soul asked. Well, someone made a comment about me dating 304, so I just wanted to level set y'all and give y'all the what it is. Do she got a sister? I don't think she does, man. I don't think she does. Yeah, she's really attractive too. The skin tone comment was unnecessary, Marcus. I just made that in reference to Cheryl's comment earlier. So I was just kind of bringing that back in, right? Pervert off the leash. Godspeed. You want to come up and say it to my face with the link? I bet you don't. Natural or fake? She was definitely natural. And when I tell you, oh my goodness. Woo, all the guys used to be like, but not really, because here's the thing. The truth is, like, most of the women that worked out in that gym were fine. Most of them. Most of the women that work out with Katie, let's put it like this. A lot of the women that work out with Katie they are fine as shit. Like a lot of them are like Instagram, people that are like big on Instagram and stuff like that, or just have their own motion going on. And like if you can afford KD, you're probably doing well enough. Okay. You're probably doing well enough. Like you can't afford KD if you're like struggling and stuff like that. So everybody in the gym pretty much was doing well enough and looks good. So, it's all about the circles, guys. Like y'all don't know what circles are rolling. So of course you're gonna make comments. All you know is me just, being on the streets and doing the interviews and stuff. But I have other circles in life, just for y'all, in case y'all didn't realize that, right? What did lights have to do with it? Again, we're referring Cheryl's comment. Okay, well, I'm telling you, as a licensed mental health and substance counselor, you should not bail her out. Take the money and get her a lawyer. The lawyer can get her in the house. Something. Okay. All right. So that's what y'all feel. All right. Well, listen. Not for her. Let's see. Marcus, I like your vibe. Thank you, Queen. I liked you better off camera. See, it always works like that, right? Even in my YouTube studio, I'll have somebody say, "Hey, Marcus, you the man. I appreciate the content." And then the very next comment will be somebody, "Man, I hate this guy. He's the worst, and he's da 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 da." So it's funny. Like Queen said, "Marcus, I like your vibe," with the heart emoji and everything else. And the very next comment, the guy or the person says, "I liked you better off camera." Well, everything has to evolve. I couldn't stay off camera because I had my face and everything had already been put out there. So here we are. And I like the fact that I get to share myself and be organically me with my people, so that y'all can know who I am, right? And not make these false, kind of sense of knowing who Marcus is or thinking who I am. I don't want y'all to think I'm somebody I'm not. So I love the fact that I get to get on live and just be me. All right. Madison says, now KD fine at AF. Listen, listen. Look, I'm not a lady, but I'll say this. All right. KD gets a lot of attention. A lot of attention. And he is definitely the man. So without saying too much or going any further than that, I'll just say that KD, he's that guy in real life. For real, for real. Marcus saying he big bank too. You so inspirational, bro. Listen, I'm not big bank. I ain't saying that. So don't put that on me. And if anybody's from the IRS is watching this, that is a lie. Okay. Like I am not big bank. Okay. So no, I don't agree. No, not for drinks, but how about taking Chris out to a movie and getting non-alcoholic drinks? I don't think Chris will be able to stay in the movie the whole time. And I can certainly get them non-alcoholic drinks, but it's not a big deal. Now, Mark is good with me. I appreciate it. Comes with the territory. You are not the worst. Thank you. The same person that said they like me better when I was off camera says you're not the worst. Tree stump teeth. Why y'all talking about my teeth? It's so funny because I get a lot of compliments for my teeth, but I also get a lot of people that like talk shit about my bottom teeth. All right, when it be at like that angle, all right. I ain't getting no braces, so you just gonna have to talk shit about it. It is what it is. Let's see. The mystery was intriguing. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I used to get that a lot, man. I love being the mysterious interviewer, but it is what it is, right? I don't mind being me and just letting that ride as well. Is KD married? No, he's not married. He's not married. You have more haters on YouTube than people that like you. No, that's not true. That's not true, man. I have a lot of people that talk shit in the comments, but I'm telling you, man, like if you ever either walked around downtown with me or rode in the Jeep, especially like when I have my doors off and people can really see it's me, and they what up, what up, man? Trust me, trust me. And I'm not saying this in no type of braggadocious way or nothing, but I get a lot of love in real life. A lot of love in real life. So I don't really worry about, the people that talk shit as far as YouTube. We thirsty for markets. Yes, I'm thirsty. Fig fluoride forever. Yeah, give me some water. What are y'all talking about? All right. So anyway, say no crackheads can't sit long. Yeah, Chris ain't gonna stay in no damn movie. Okay, them bottom row teeth giving you character. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be liking that veneer teeth look anyway, right? Shout out to one of my homies, man. He got some veneers and he's the man too, right? That's that guy. But I don't think I'm gonna ever do that. Like I like having some things that are imperfect. It kind of makes you more human to me. I feel you're a handsome grown man, and it's whatever makes you happy, not their choice. Meaning the people, this is your life, and you're the only one living it. Your choices are yours, not theirs. I agree. So I won't call them haters. Most of the women who are worried about who you date are crushing on you. I don't see dudes saying that. Yeah, I think that's what it starts out as. Is like they may have like a little crush, but then if they hear about this or that, then now it becomes like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? Or why would he deal with that or whatever? And trust me, like it would take me hours to really give y'all the nuance of why I do what I do. And even then you might not understand it. You know what I'm saying? But just know that there's rhyme or reason for everything I do. And to some of it is got to do with like some of the advanced parts of my belief system, which I'm not going to go into that right now, but trust me, I'm good with what I do. All right. And so that's why I don't mind when y'all judge, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm fine with it. Okay. Marcus is famous in his own right. God sent blessings. Listen, it is what it is, right? Like I'm not famous, I'm not a star, I'm not a celebrity, I'm not any of that stuff, but I'm known enough, right? People recognize me when I go out. I was just out at the Falcons game, someone recognized me. Last time I was at the Falcons game, someone recognized me. So, it's not like I get a crowd of people like, oh my God, but I'll have somebody be like, you Marcus from the YouTube, from the street interviews. I would say, who me? I guess. Yeah, that's me. All right. I've sent money several times. I prayed for different ones. I've reflected on things, but your ego is coming through. Joyful G. Don't allow any of this to trick you into thinking I have an ego. Trust me when I tell you, I have been humbled in life many times, many times, way too many times for me to ever have an ego. I know how insignificant everything is, including myself. I know that in 100 years, none of us will really be known or anything like that. Like I know 200 years from now, 99.9999% of people will never even be, remembered or anything like that. So I don't operate any type of ego. So you got that wrong. All right. All right. Let's see. Dental bonding cost it looks better. Maybe this time to release the burden of caring. I'm not hating. Hey, it's no biggie. It's no biggie. All right. I wasn't saying you was hating. I'm just level setting you. Trust me. I'm not the one to operate in ego. I don't. No, 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 no. I mean, listen, you heard the people, right? I'm short. I look old, right? I'm 50. Trust me. I couldn't operate an ego if I wanted to. My people gonna make sure of that. All right. All right. So look, I appreciate y'all's feedback, man. If you missed any of the stuff about Iliana or the Navy SEAL, definitely check out the replay. It's in there. Have you heard from Layla again? You call her Lila or Layla again. Yes, I heard from Layla about 6 months ago. She randomly called me and asked me for like $25. And at that point, she was up in St. Louis with her biological dad. So I respectfully declined and told her no. I said, you're up there with your dad. Me and him are the same age. You know, I'm not just going to just give you money. But shout out to Layla, man. Shout out to Layla. I hope she's doing really well. If you ever watch this, Layla, I want to hear from you. I want to get an update. I'm sure the people want to know what's going on with you. They just want to, see that you're good. So if you ever see this, reach out to me, okay? Help or jail isn't for a person with mental issues. Yeah, listen, we're gonna help, okay? Yep. Yeah, we're gonna try to help anyway. All right, we're gonna try to help. So yeah, we're gonna try to help. So guys, if you wanna bail Iliana out of jail, if you want to be a part of helping with that, just send me whatever you feel is in your heart to ATL Street Interviews on Cash App. Okay. I already said that as long as it gets up to like the bail is going to be about like $1,100, give or take. So about $1,100. As long as it gets up to $800, I'll carry it through the rest. Right. So I've got up to $300 for her getting out. And so let's just see if we can make it happen. If it doesn't happen, if it doesn't get up to $800, let's say by tomorrow afternoon, then I'll just refund everybody who sent money. Okay. All right. So otherwise than that, man, I'm not gonna keep y'all here, man. I know y'all be liking me to have these marathon lives, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I definitely appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all don't know when I say that, I'm not saying that I'm not patronizing you. I'm not saying that in jest. The type of love that I'm talking about is a family type of love. The fact that you are tapped in with the content, you tapped in with me. Whether you give me shit or whether you heap praises upon my crown, okay? I love you regardless. I really do. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you leaving the comments, good, bad, ugly, or whatever. Okay, now, again, some of that stuff, we gotta, I don't know, 2025. I don't know what I'm gonna do about some of those comments, but I appreciate y'all, man. This is a family. I want to continue to develop this kind of family energy that we're having. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna develop it. Because I think that there are even bigger things that are going to be coming up for this platform. And people keep on telling me that. Everybody in the streets, people that I don't know, they keep telling me like, you got some stuff coming up that you're not even aware of, but you need to be getting ready for it. So I've readied my heart, or I'm trying to ready my heart and ready my spirit for whatever it is. And I believe that you guys are going to be a part of that. So I want y'all to know that I appreciate you. I love you. Okay? Nobody else has told you. Marcus loves you. All right? All right. I'm out. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens with this Navy SEAL, and we're gonna see what happens with Iliana. So just stay tapped in. It's almost 8:00. So I know I said I was gonna get 2 uploads up, but I might just get 1. So be looking for an upload. Other than that, love y'all. We out.